Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pinnacle Cup. We have got the last game of the day here in the 2-0 bracket of the Swiss stage. It's ENCE taking on Sinners for a spot in the playoffs. Both of these teams are looking red hot lately, and what a game it's going to be. And we get to finish off the night as well, man. Oh, I'm so
Yes,
excited.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad you said both of these teams have been looking red hot because for Sinners, they're on one hell of an incline, and for ENCE, they're on a bit of a recline. You know what I mean? Like ENCE, there was one point where they were super good, they fell off, and now they're starting to come back into it, now taking on Sinners, who, as I just mentioned, are doing pretty damn hot themselves. Just qualified for EPL through ESEA Premier. Nice for them. Here's their
Yeah.
roster. It's Shock, Beast, Exedco, Neofrag, and Oscar.
Exactly that. As you said, they qualified for EPL. It's a massive opportunity for the Sinners team. It took them, I think, just 3 seasons to go from advanced to EPL or something ridiculous like that. Like, they just had an
From
insane
open-
run. They did it like the fastest way. Yeah, it was just, all I know is like they did it in the fastest possible path that they could. So congrats to them. They have been looking so good, and they've been a team for a while now. Of course, Oscar, the star AWPer for this team, has also just had incredible form lately. So yeah, this Sinners team looking very good and an exciting prospect to say the least. Let's jump into ENCE and we can see with the international team, the European team essentially, and all the lads over in that camp. Now, ENCE have also been looking very good lately, and they added Hades to the team recently, and he has been looking very impressive with his AWP.
Yeah, man. The last time you and I saw Hades, I believe he dropped like 40-something kills on Vertigo in like
Was
one
that?
overtime.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Yeah.
insane. I mean, this guy is just absolutely incredible to watch. Alongside him is Dodo, Snappy, Dia, and Spinks. I mean, this roster, I feel like it's got what it takes, right? I mean, sure, it's going to take some time for them to evolve and actually start to get comfortable as a team. Like, not even necessarily comfortable. Obviously, they've been playing for a bit, but more comfortable and start to improve as a team. And like I said, I really think they have everything it takes here. They've got that firepower. They've got the star players. They got the AWPer, and they got the big brain players. So, I mean, I feel like they can compete.
As you said, they've got the brains. They've even got the IGL and Snappy, who's an experienced IGL in CSGO. The firepower's there. Spinks, Diha, Doto on the rifles. That's a dangerous trio of players. This is the best ENCE have been looking since they made the roster change when they kicked Alexi B in 2019. So exciting times ahead for the organization. Let's have a look at the veto, and we're going to see the maps that we'll have here in the series today between the two teams. What are we expecting here? What are we expecting? Sinners taking out Dust 2. That's their permaban. They never play the map. So no surprise there. ENCE banning Inferno. Bit of a respect ban. I think a map Sinners are very comfortable on. We see Vertigo picked by Sinners. Absolutely their favorite map, Ant. And then Nuke picked by ENCE. And the decider will be Mirage.
You know, I was really hoping we'd see it. You know damn well I was hoping we'd see it.
We haven't seen it. You and I haven't casted in Pinnacle Cup once, have we, Ant?
We haven't, no. And I mean, both of these teams, they have a pretty decent win rate and both play Ancient. So I was a little upset to see that come in. But, Nuke, Vertigo, comfy picks for the respective teams who picked them. I mean, on Vertigo, actually, that is the map that Sinners qualified for EPL through. So, I mean, no surprise to see them continuing to be confident and continuing to pick that map for the side of ENCE. Nuke, also one of those comfy maps. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't pick Mirage instantly or something along the sorts, but still, next thing best up would be Nuke. They've had more experience on it. They played it more. So I don't know. I feel like this might be a 3-map affair. It all depends on how things go down on Vertigo. Because I don't know. I feel like ENCE could come out and sweep it away. We've seen Hades have absolute star performances on that map. So if everybody's converting, if everybody's hitting their shots and feeling good, then I feel like they could take it away over the boys at Sinners.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to actually call which way this game's going to be going. If you look at the Pinnacle betting odds here from the get-go, they're nearly as 50-50 as they can possibly be. 1.96 for Sinners, 1.86 for ENCE, so pretty much even money there for both of the teams. I think both teams will be pretty happy with this map pool as well. Of course, ENCE, they play all 7 maps in the pool, so they have that liberty of, banning with their opponent's strength. In this case, they decide to take Inferno out the pool. Map that Sinners have been looking pretty damn good on. It's like probably their second best map in my opinion, even though they don't have a great win rate. I've watched them, and they play some tough teams on the maps. That kind of skews the win rates a little bit. Anyway, Vertigo is definitely Sinners' best map. They've played it a mammoth 33 times in the past 3 months, and ENCE are going to struggle on the map, but not too much because they also play the map. And so what I'm trying to get at here is that we've got a map pool here where both teams are going to be very, very comfortable. No one-sided performances or blowouts are expected, in my opinion. And this should be an entertaining series, to say the least.
I think it all depends on what kind of ENCE we see, right? Because there's a lot of times where we'll see the ENCE team kind of like not necessarily not being on the server, but not being in the server as much as they can. You know what I mean? Like, they won't be absolutely dropping the ball, but not really having anybody picking up the slack for people who aren't. So I don't know. If ENCE come out swinging, I feel like they could put up a fight on both of these maps. I feel like there's potential for us to see a 2-0 in the favor of either one of these teams, but more likely than not, we'll probably see a 3-map affair. And if it goes there, if it does go to a third map, my money's on ENCE.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how it ends up playing out. And you correctly predicted the endpoint 2-0 earlier on, so you're in a hot form at the moment with your predictions and your calls. Right now, ENCE down on the CT side, smoke and a kit for the IGL. And Sinners, well, they got 2 flashes and a smoke on B-stick in terms of the util. And right now, they're just playing it nice and passively from spawn. A couple players working their way up mid, and a few towards A-ramp as well.
Future taking first contact, looking for one of these opening tools, but B6 crept right under his nose. However, now spotted out, and look at this setup from the side of ENCE. They're playing such a bait and switch setup. Hades just going to be the one to take contact, and then that is when the sandbags player would swing out. If that, player doesn't come back from the side, I believe he did as well. So yeah, they're still trying to contest for ramp, and B6 caught with a smoke out. Really good opener for the side of ENCE, looking for more, but it's instantly traded. Nice kill from Neofrag. But coming in on the flank is the man we were speaking of, Hades, but he can't do anything. Spinks, well, he's been able to decapitate 2 in towards middle to put things back in an ENCE favored standpoint. Now swinging out from the sandbags, Dodo makes his move, but not in the correct time because Neofrag is going to equalize the situation once again. Not before Snappy chips in, though. The Snappy headshot to put it in the 1v2 for Shock.
What a back and forth pistol round this has been so far. Bomb plant going to be coming through here for Shock, and it actually looks like ENCE want to try and force the issue here. Both Snappy and his teammate Spinks, they're charging forward with the USP, and thank God, Snappy will connect on the shots then in the end, and the trades prove to be the difference, because ENCE have that one-man advantage when it comes to the retake, and again, it's another trade that ends up coming through, but as I say, because the trades favored them, they had that extra player in the surplus, so great work coming through from ENCE. What a back and forth pistol round. Initially, it gets off to a pretty good start for Sinners as they find some decent control. Then ENCE find all the initial frag with Diha. Hades messes up his flank. Sinners fake as though they're going back to B. Then they end up hitting the A site. ENCE read it. They hit the shots. Man, what a pistol round to kick off the series.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really impactful pistol for ENCE to pick up on the CT side of Vertigo. I feel like it means more than the opposite one. And to start things off early on your defensive side is also, a really good thing. Not to be understated, its impact, but it's a force back up from the side of Sinners. 4 kills and a bomb plant's enough to force up 3 AKs into their welcoming arms. Alongside it, it's 2 Desert Eagles and a little bit of utility sprinkled into the mix. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, a piece for Zedko and Oscar, and then 2 Molotovs. Now, it's very slow from Sinners. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this, right? Because they're allowing ENCE, well, I'm not going to say they're allowing ENCE just yet, but ENCE, in that first round, they already showed they're not going to be scared to contest for ramp this game. So to not really get in their face and make them sort of start to respect you with this part of the map, I don't think that's the greatest idea on your force buy. And the greatest idea would definitely not be peeking Hades when he's hitting shots like that on the FAMAS. Good opener for him to start things off on the right foot for ENCE.
Absolutely. Kill goes untraded, thinning out this force buy from Sinners. Right now, they're going to be putting most of their eggs in one basket. I say most because Shock is still towards middle. Kind of giving them that extra avenue of entry on towards the B bomb site. While the trio make their way up the stairs. 35 seconds left on the clock here. A couple flashes and a few smokes for Sinners to try and get themselves onto the bomb site. Remember, this is the map that Sinners have been looking so good on lately. So if they can't win here on Vertigo, they might find themselves in a bit of trouble heading in towards Nuke. Not much trouble this round, though. Shock does find the kill, and that's actually pulled the rotations off the B-bomb side. Spinks, though, he finds 2 frags. Shock continues to add to his tally as well. 2 versus 2 here, but it's not slowing down whatsoever. Dia finally able to get a kill back. And it's going to be a fake plant. Dia's read it as well. How much time does Oscar have to work with here? There's only 7 seconds left. Not even fake the plant again. The smoke fades, and so does Dia's health as Oscar finds the kill.
And he gets the dink too. It's so unfortunate. I mean, so many of these players, they play on top of that angle on towards the on the scaffold, or like the little bit of wood there. But still, I mean, I don't really feel like he needs to fall off there. Maybe he just holds his ground, right? The smokes are fading. If he just stays there, I have him 10 out of 10 times winning that fight, especially with the elevated angle, the elements of surprise. It could have caught Sinners by surprise, but no, the 3 AKs, it's all they need to win that round. And now it's ENCE taking the eco, or not even eco, but the really shoddy force buy. It's 4 Deagles, a P250. Once again, they're going to contest for ramp control. Zedko has been tagged up. The Deagles spamming down. Dodo wastes too many bullets, so reloading, he'll get caught off guard by Shock. And that's a great opener for the side of Sinners to work with.
Yeah, Shock's gotten off to a nice start on Vertigo, hasn't he? As I say that, he actually uses his life to Spinks, but he's had some high impact just so far. Finds the opening pick in the round here as well. And ENCE, as you mentioned, with the force buy here, trying to do to Sinners what was just done to them, but Beastic going to be pretty much shutting down the round with that double kill. Now it's D here to try and find some damage, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Even a kill here is probably too much. Yeah, Zedko will find the frag. Sinners string a second round together. And we can already start to see that, like, that swag in their step, man. Here on Vertigo, you can see that this is a map that they feel very comfortable on.
Yeah, and, you know, I feel like, as you said, they are very comfortable on it. That might be another reason why they were able to, or other confident enough to force up those 3 AKs alongside their teammates who had nothing more than a couple of pistols. So, I don't know. Sinner's confidence might be what's shining through so far, because what's shining through alongside them is the lead, looking for more. Probably will be able to get it, too, because they're going up against nothing more than a couple of USPs. And that 10 of Shock, we said he had a huge impact! He almost gets 4, but 3 is more than enough. The back 10's recovered, but... I mean, what's the trade-off for there? I mean, ENCE, they've only gotten $300 off of this round, and that's not even much to work with. Hades doesn't even have it pulled out before Zedko's right in his face. It's 1v4, and they're going to get nothing done. ENCE get annihilated on that one, and Sinners go to a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, and Sinners find all 5 frags with Mac 10s as well, so that means every single kill they get an extra $300 in the bank as well. Of course, you get $600 for a kill with the SMG, all SMGs besides the P90, of course, because it's the worst SMG, so you should never use that SMG.
True.
Along with the Bison, just delete it out of your brain. But yeah, extra bit of cash for Sinners to work with means look at how much money each individual's got right now. Only 4 rounds have been played so far. We got 7,300 on Zedko, 6k on a couple individuals as well, and it's going to be a fast-paced round here in towards the B stairs. Snappy with the MP9 and the gun round is going to find himself a double. Finally, Oscar is able to find the trade, and it's actually not a bad result here for Sinners, as Zedko's also beast-moded through middle. And just Sinners turning up the pace here in the round, catches ENCE completely off guard.
Oh, wow. Sinners, they, as you said, catch them off guard, just start to speed it up. And I'm really surprised the pace that goes, right? Sinners, I mean, they let Snappy get 2, another kill comes in towards the B ramp, and then they still just continue to pressure it, right? They find those 2 kills, and they just instantly sprint up. They know nobody's going to be there in time, and that's exactly why they succeed so far. But so far is the key word, because it's up to Zedko in the 1v2. Catches Hades with his back turned, and now Dodo's got it all to do and no kit or utility to assist him in doing so. Molly comes up, and the tag has most certainly heard Dodo just trying to spam in the smoke, but he's got to start to stick this bomb here shortly, and Zedko's read it. Dodo's going for the save, even though it was shaky there in the end, and won't be able to convert, and Sinners keep the lead rolling at a 4-1 pace.
Oh man, good effort from ENCE there, all things considered, to try and get back into the B bomb site. Dodo with the double kill, unfortunately, isn't going to be rewarded with the round win. At least they find all 5 frags onto the Sinners players, though, because I was just talking about how much cash the Czech Republic team had in the bank coming into that gun round. Now it's not looking as good, but still enough for a buffer. ENCE, well, enough cash to force up here in this round. Not going to be pretty. Desert Eagle for Diha and a FAMAS for Spinks. But Diha's one of those players who would rather have a Desert Eagle than like an MP9 or something like that, or maybe even a FAMAS in some cases. He's so damn good with this pistol.
We need to see ENCE be better with everything else. I mean, they haven't found too much success past the pistol round so far. Maybe that changes now. As we said, this is the rifle investment. What can they do with them, though? A nice little off angle from Spinks in middle. I don't know how good this is going to fare him, though, because even if Shock doesn't find the kill, it looks like Oscar's right behind him to get the trade, but Shock will find it anyway. His 10th kill of the game, and we're only on the 5th or the 6th round. Sinners, this is just insanity from them so far. However, ENCE, the good part for them is they've still got 2 over towards P. Usually, one of those default setups you'll see on Vertigo is 3A, 1B, 1 mid, and Sinners maybe getting that kill in middle gives them a little bit of false confidence to hit the B bomb site, in which Dia is ready to go with that deal, which you mentioned is just so just deadly for him.
Yeah,
might even be able to get a second here, too.
Let's see if he can show the people that we know what we're talking about. Nah, Zedko gonna get the better of him. 1-man advantage secured for Sinners, and looks like they're gonna continue to just work their way in towards the key bomb site. Util raining in right now, making Snappy's life very difficult, and as he peeks out, he exposes himself to 4 individuals. And that's when the moment in your head is like, oh crap, this is over. You want to try and fight, but you know that you're not gonna be able to get much done. Hades on the angle, gonna miss the timing as Shock gets across with the bomb as well. That's a little bit unfortunate. ENCE didn't have much going for them, and yeah, that doesn't work out either. Hades and Doto to trade, maybe consider going for this, but now it's just Doto, and he's got no choice but to save. Maybe he can go back through CT to try and pick up the AWP, but it looks like Sinners are already trying to deny that potential. Wow. I mean, Sinners are looking pretty good here, and it must be said, like, they're looking well-oiled.
Like a machine, it seems. Everybody knows what to do and when to do it. Well, maybe not then, because Shaka gets a little bit overzealous. It looks like maybe a bolt or something fell out of it, because Dodo's going to be able to pick it up and say, hey, I got you.
Oh man, I'm just having a look at the Sinners roster. So they've been together for a year and 6 months now under the Sinners banner. Okay, Oscar for only 7 months. He joined it a little bit more recently. Now, I think they've actually been playing together before that as well under another org. I might be mistaken. I'm not sure. But my point is that I think the core of this team has actually been together for a very, very long time, Ant.
Pretty sure you're onto something there. I feel like I remember them being together for quite some time too. I don't know why.
There even used to be a team called... Oh man, it'll come back to me. Maybe just focus on the round here while I try to recall, because Sinners they're getting aggressive towards a ramp Neofrag, looking to force the issue here. He's got a couple players to contend with. ENCE, they also want to try and get some kills. It's an eco for them, and they are able to find a few frags here at least, but it's going to be Sinners who clean up Neofrag. Great kills coming through from him.
D is now left all to his lonesome on the scout and nothing else but a dream. No armor, no util, absolutely nothing to help him out. And now, I mean, I guess Sinners might be outplaying themselves or overthinking it here because, oh, never mind. For a second, it looked like they were going to turn tail towards the B-bomb site. D has been spotted. They can't find the kill. Nice opener to take care of B-Stake. Now a 1v2 as the Molly comes in towards jump up. He's read the equation and he's still going back on the rotation. The bomb just about to be planted, but... I don't know, man. Something tells me that there's a real opportunity for him to do some damage in this round. Oscar, in from the side hall, though, is going to deny that. The op is going to make its impact known and get a 6th for the Sinners offense. Currently a 5-round gap in ENCE. They have absolutely run into a brick wall after that pistol round.
They have, Ant. It's been one-way traffic here on Vertigo, as we, kind of anticipated to be the case. Maybe not as much as it has been, but we did know that Sinners have looked very good on Vertigo in recent times. Yeah, like I said, probably didn't expect them to be as dominant as they have been, but it's looking good so far. And like I said as well, Sinners are they're looking well-oiled the way they're moving across the map. The decisions that they're making, it's looking really smooth right now. They're looking very comfortable, whereas ENCE don't look nearly as comfortable, man. Just the positions they're taking, the fights they're taking, the lack of teamwork because it seems a little bit chaotic. They're not sure what's coming, where it's coming. Sinners are every single round changing up their avenue of entry, their approach. So it's going to be tough for ENCE to turn around. They got some work to do.
They do. And this is not the result I expected in this early game from ENCE. Again, even though we said it's the map pick of Sinners, we've also said that ENCE play this map. That's more like what we're seeing. A double setup in middle catches them by complete surprise. And with that left hook, looks like they're going to walk away with the opener for absolutely scot-free. Maybe even more no. Neofrag is able to trade one back, but the nade is going to equalize the equation in the favor of ENCE once again, 3v4. And the op is still up on Oscar alongside a couple of AKs on Shock and Zedco, but ENCE most certainly a pretty good advantage to try and help them out in winning this round.
All right, I see our Czech Republic friends in chat are saying that they weren't actually a team before. At least probably not the group of them or the core. So that's good to know. It just shows how much synergy and chemistry they have since they've come together here under the Sinners team. And Shock with just such a scrumptious shot there onto Diha. Levels it back out into the 3 versus 3. Now they try and get themselves on towards the B-bomb site. Util raining in as well. Plant will be secured here at least. And there's still smokes and flashes remaining up on the T side. Sphinx off the back of the flashbang wants to swing up, but there's actually nothing on offer. And Oscar's still alive in the back line as well. And you need to watch out because this guy, he can just wreak havoc with an AWP when he gets in these sorts of positions, in these post spawns. He can be so tough to retake into. Hades desperately hoping that someone's going to be peeking into his angle, but now he's been smoked off. Do ENCE even go for this is the question. Are they waiting to maybe find a frag because they've got no clear pathway? And there we go. As the smoke fades, so do the players. Zedco finds a double. And Shock will finish it off. Shock, rather.
That's... I can't tell if that was a really good play from Sinners or if ENCE just dropped the ball hardcore. Because, I mean, I just remember that was a 3v4, and Sinners end up with 2 players left alive there in the end. That's almost embarrassing for ENCE, but beautiful from the side of Sinner. Zetko almost gets the third here. Spinks thankfully trades because of that inaccuracy, but Shock won't let him get any further into the bomb site. And ENCE, I'm actually kind of surprised to see them go for that retake. 3v3, you're smoked out, you're running out of time, your util, it's dwindling, you've got nothing more than maybe a flashbang or two, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. I was with you there and thinking that they might just consider that a save, but no, now they're considering an eco because now they're down 7-1. They lose the rifle. Things are starting to get really far to hand here on Vertigo.
They are, and I mean, we've only played 8 rounds in the series so far, but Sinners are just light years ahead of ENCE already. Technical pause here while we resolve some issues. I believe it might be one of the Sinners players. Let me see if I can get a quick update here.
It is.
Because I saw one of them had disconnected.
Hey, quick technical
FPS
pause
issues
music.
for Neofrag. Well, I mean, by the way that he's been fragging, I'm pretty sure those issues have only just come up because, I mean, that one wasn't even intentional. That one just rolled off the tongue.
Oh, well. I mean...
Oh my god, Neofrag gets destroyed by Niha. Trade will come through from Oscar, though. Oh, man, and does that give you as much anxiety as it gives me?
Of course. What? Of course it does. I mean, every single time I see something like that, I'm always so scared. Because, you know, with the leagues that I see it in, man, like...
Oh, those don't land, hey?
Those don't land. No, they don't.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Well, it's
always...
like Olympic level standards, you know? Like, the pugs we play is like people doing it in their backyard type of thing. It's grimy.
It's
like,
always, trust me, I got it. I got it.
I got it, bro. Try out. Next round.
Next round, man.
3v3 here. And this is an eco for ENCE, by the way. So, pretty good position that they find themselves in right now.
Oh, Neofrag, though. Gonna start to bring it back alongside Shock. And, you know, it was once a doable situation for ENCE in the 3v3. Looks like it'll just be closed out pretty instantaneously. Sinners, I mean, there's a lot of these rounds where I feel like the opener isn't going their way, but they're still just able to... well, here we go. Maybe another technical pause coming inbound shortly. But again, I mean, Sinners, we've seen a lot of these rounds where I feel like they haven't been able to get the opener, maybe even that much opening success. And ENCE just kind of dropped the ball hardcore. Can we get a stat line on how many 4v5 Sinners have won? I don't know if we can get that up soon, but I mean, that's something I want to see because I feel like every time I look at the Sinners side, it's like, okay, ENCE, nice job on the opener. They take some map control. They get away for free. They get almost another kill. And then what? Like, I mean, it's like they just got to drop the ball hardcore.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, basically what we could get then is we just need to see how many rounds Sinners have won in which they've had opening picks, because then we can see the amount of rounds they've won that they haven't had opening picks, and then we can see basically how many 4v5s ENCE have lost. There we go. That will give us all the information.
Yeah, but that's too much brain power for my NA brain. I just need somebody to tell me, right?
Okay, well, all I'm saying is we just need to know how many rounds Sinners have won where they've had the opening pick. That's all we need. What I will say is this has just been domination. There we go. So Sinners have converted, and look at that. They've converted 3 out of 3 rounds, okay? Which means 5 out of the 8 rounds they've won so far, they did not have the opening pick. There's your information. ENCE have lost 5, okay? 5 with 2 stars on either side to make it a bold number. 5 versus 4s.
And, you know,
that's problematic.
I don't know if that's going to change around anytime soon. I was saying, what ENCE are we going to see?
Thank you, production, by the way. Sorry for bringing that up, as we asked.
You know, I would have said thank you, but I'm 90% sure we do have a 4v5 stat, and Gefilte put the 5v5 one just to make me look stupid.
Oh, well, right now, Snappy's trying to make Sinners look stupid as he just charges his way forward, throws caution to the wind, complete aggression being employed here by the Danish IGL, and it actually works out as he picks up a double kill. So again, ENCE have had the opening pick in the round, Ant.
Yeah, and I mean, like I was saying earlier, it's like we were saying, what ENCE are we going to see? That's really going to dictate who comes on top in this series in this map. Right now, we're seeing that ENCE where nobody really drops the ball. Everybody kind of frags, but it's just like nobody's kind of being that star performer that they need. Nobody's there to carry them across the line in a couple of these rounds. So I don't know. I think that's going to need to change up if they want to try and change this.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it ends up working out. Looks like Sinners is going to take some contact in towards the B bomb site. There's nobody on this B site right now for ENCE. It's just one player towards mid, and it's going to be Spinks who drops a nade and then rotates. But that nade is, only going to have an impact on the next map.
It's a shooting star.
And this is, yeah, well said, man. But this is problematic for ENCE. I'm not sure why they've given up so much control here for free when they had the 3 versus 4 advantage. Now they have to complete the retake. And Sinners have just been looking so damn good that this is going to be a really tough retake for ENCE. What have they got? They got 2 smokes, a flash, and a molly. 1 kit on Dihar as well. B-Stick already on the angle, blind up. Hades has also been blinded. Okay, 1-for-1 trade is the name of the game. Doto charges forward, but he loses his life as well. Okay, there we go. ENCE complete the retake. That's really important.
That was community retakes right there. 100%.
Hey, listen. ENCE win a round. They bring an end to the streak of 8 rounds won by Sinners. I'm happy. And I just want to fill in some info here. I see somebody in Twitch chat was kind enough to actually give us a bit of a breakdown. So Zedco came from Ecstatus. Shock came from Isuba. Oscar from Mousesports, obviously. And then Neo and B-Stick, not too sure about. They're quite like youngs. This could be their first time in some big orgs. So just an exciting group of players. They've been together for a year and a half. Obviously, like I said, Oscar joined 7 months ago, and it's looking like this is by far the best team that the Czech Republic have ever been able to put together. So exciting. I mean, this team is competing comfortably in the tier 2 level right now. You know, could they make it to the lands and put up some big performances there? That would just be so exciting for the region if you think about it.
I did say we had some geniuses in Twitch chat.
Yes, you did, Ants. You did also say these are your brothers and sisters.
My people need me.
You're all forged in the same fires.
Mm-hmm. The alpha male comes out on top. That's why you're the one talking the most.
All right. Well, I can get on board with that logic. I'm game. Shock. Nice frag there for him. And the opening pick goes way of Sinners this time round. Spinks wants to get aggressive. Oh my god. And he will get that kill back. That's pretty crazy.
You know what's pretty crazy? Spinks has had more impact on the AWP this game than Hades.
Spinks has had more impact on the AWP than Hades. That's not something I would have expected to hear you say.
It's true.
I know, but I'm just surprised.
It makes me sad. Hades is a homie. 4v4 though. Sinners look to take it back up towards A. The bomb now on the back of Zedco. All 4 of them are grouped up together, ready to try and take the fight to the CT side. Speaking of Hades, he's here posted up on the EWP and towards Ivy. A little bit of util to help him carry the way through. Maybe he can change around my mindset. Pick up a couple of huge kills here, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there, buddy. Looking for the opener. He's got it. The bomb dropped right in his lap, completely blind, and the trade is instantaneous. So 1 for 1, not necessarily the impact he needed. Because now ENCE, they're locked out in this A defense. It's 2v3. Once again, have to go for the retake, but now they're down a man. It's not anywhere near a favorable situation for them. Maybe that's going to change here because Dia catches Neo frag with his knife out, back turned. Not anything of the wiser. Dink comes in, but no cigar. It's 1v2 and Spinks. Is he still going to go for this? He dropped the AWP in expectation to pick up a rifle. He is. He's got a kit and a flashbang moving up, but Oscar says no, and Sinners deny any momentum coming into ENCE.
Man, oh man, great work coming through from Sinners. Back to winning ways. And ENCE have got no cash in the bank either. I mean, and it's just, this is really impressive from Sinners. I didn't expect them to be so dominant. We thought they'd be the favorites coming into Vertigo rather, but not in this fashion. ENCE, they win a round and then lose the round immediately afterwards. Find themselves even deeper in the woods. Down 9-2 in the first 11 rounds. They're going to have to turn something soon if they're going to stand any chance. And if Oscar's hitting shots like that, how do you even compete? He's superior, man. I'm so glad that we're seeing Oscar performing at this level again. The legendary AWPer. He's been playing Counter-Strike for a very long time, back to the 1.6 days. He was already recognized as a talent from the region, a region that didn't have anything going for it. Players like Guardian had to try break into the EU to make a name for themselves. And Oscar, against all the tribulations, against everything that was stacked up against him, went out to make a ridiculous name for himself. Had some serious highs, had some lows as well. And now it's looking like he's finding himself a home once again, and it's just so good to see him performing at this level.
Let me just take off my glasses and dust them off a bit. Oh yeah, that's why this looks so familiar. It's that Point versus Skate again.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Endpoint giving Skate quite a belting on Overpass. Alright, let's get some player cams going here. Diha. I think we saw Doto before. Hades. Got some nice glasses there, Hades. Big fan.
Gotta dust them off.
Is that Saw the coach? Pretty sure it is. That's definitely Snappy. The IGLs. He's always nervous because he's the IGL, and then Spinks.
What kind of
exciting team, this ENCE project, but they're struggling right now, Ant.
What drink was that?
It's
That's what it was like.
some Israeli energy drink, man.
So like, it's you know how we were talking about dollar stores that one time? So there's a dollar store called Five Below, and like they have like all sorts of energy drinks that are just not even like branded. It seems like they have a Duff beer energy drink.
How can you put that in your body? I want to know. Like, do you? I don't go through your mind. I know you don't, but people clearly do. Does it not go through your mind what might be in this liquid chemical I'm ingesting? Oh man.
That's the vibes I got from that drink.
Okay, well at least you're aware of it. Diha aware of the potential Zedko getting aggressive there. Oh, he nearly finds the follow-up shots into Oscar as well. It's a good round here for ENCE so far. 2 kills make it a third, all untraded, and Diha finally has been put down, but he's done some damage, man.
Mutations are in too. Oscar got a big impact last round, but it's going to be Hades to win the opto this time around. And wow, okay, only 1 kill comes back in the favor of Sinners. That's a pretty dominant round if you're ENCE. That might be able to start to change some things around. But with only 2 more rounds to potentially capitalize upon, you're looking at a 10-5 scoreline at the very best going into your T side of Vertigo. And I just can't imagine the comeback happening when Sinners look this coordinated and, as we said, this much of a machine on Vertigo.
Okay, I mean, ENCE at least have one around here.
True.
And they have to make this a 5-10 scoreline, it feels like. If they don't make this at least 5-10, I feel like they're really going to struggle. Look at Zedko, got super aggressive. At least Hades didn't hang around at all. As soon as he got flashed off the angle, he immediately made his way back to the safety of the B-bomb site.
To be fair, I think Hades can have a way bigger impact and an easier time on a map like Nuke than he can on Vertigo. That's just...
You think he can have more impact on Nuke?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
So I think as an AWPer, right, it's a lot easier to have an impact on CT side and T side on a map like Nuke, because number one, I feel like, okay, so when you look at long range duels, right, when you look at like normal offing angles on Vertigo, you've got mid angles, right? Then you've got considering Hades is an A player, most of the angles you're fighting is on a retake heaven area, and you're usually smoked off, right? Or on that opening ramp duel. And a lot of teams, they'll get that duel or they'll take it, then they'll fall back. You can't constantly just do the same thing over and over again, because then it's just easily readable for the side of Sinners. Whereas on a map like Nuke, you can play outside the whole time. That's pretty stock standard, and it's not like you can counter that by doing something. You can play ramp. You can do a lot of things with the op on Nuke, and I feel like you can have a bigger impact. That's why.
Yeah, I get you. I see where you're coming from. There's definitely a bit more variation, I think, on the CT side than there might be on a map like Vertigo. I think maybe on the T side, I think Vertigo actually might have a bit more going for it as an opposite to the T side of Nuke. Like, the T side of Nuke can be super dull. And right now, there's nothing dull about this round. Hades, well, he's been quiet so far, but right now he can be the hero of the moment and send Sinners into the underworld. Gonna be looking to step out. Oh, no. Okay, but the plant's been denied. The round is over. There's no time left. Hades finding that kill means that Sinners just don't have enough time. They had a nice numerical advantage to work with, but it wasn't enough.
I really thought we just saw another moment where it's like the Gratisfaction kind of thing.
I know, the Gratisfaction and Liaz combo. The meat shield, and I also thought it happened, but thankfully he still got the frag.
Oh, jeez. This at least is becoming a better pill to swallow for the side of ENCE, but it's still one that's kind of sticking in your throat. You know what I mean? So maybe they can start to digest it and work it down as time goes on, because they've got one more round to try and pull back. However, that's not the start you want. Neofrag picking up Dodo, traded out by Snappy's Hog, though. They're putting some more pressure on ramp. ENCE, I feel like they've found a lot of success when they've been doing this, especially in these later rounds. Hades, I also like what he's doing, right? Normally an A player, now he's being more of a fluid AWPer, going around to mid, going around to B. They don't really know where to expect him, so they force Sinners into a position of like, okay, where's that AWPer that we don't really want to just blatantly run into? And that's what you see. Sinners, they gotta slow it down, and that's where ENCE are gonna pounce on them. Now 1v3, and Zedko, just trying to convert anything more for the side of Sinners, has left all to his own demise. 1 flashbang armor, 100 HP, but that's all he's got to try and secure try and look for an 11 for Sinners. It's ENCE trying to secure the 5th.
Yeah, absolutely, and they need it as well. Snappy with a huge round, pretty much individual kills coming through from him as well. And if he gets traded with any of those frags, it's the A bomb site completely open for Sinners. So really important sequence of frags coming through from the IGL. Snappy's always been known to be one of those IGLs who's been capable of fragging. He's never been like one of those dead weight IGLs. Oh, Zedko gets destroyed by Diha. So it feels like ENCE breathed a little bit more life back into this game as they win the final 3 rounds of the half. They give themselves a competitive but not ideal 5-10 scoreline. And I say competitive because it kind of feels like it's the bare minimum type of thing. If they win the pistol round and convert the anti-force in the second, they're on course to still have a competitive performance here on Vertigo. We can see the Pinnacle betting odds right now, 1.58 for Sinners. So it's definitely shifted from being 50-50 towards more being in Sinner's favor.
Yeah, it looks like we're starting to see ENCE actually wake up. I mean, there's more players having star performances. As I said, nobody had really been shining through for ENCE. Now you've got Dia hitting insane shots. You've got Hades starting to wake up and have more of an impact. So maybe there's more to come in this game on Vertigo, but I feel like it still also kind of rides on the back of them picking up this pistol, because if they don't, you're looking at a 6-7 round gap maybe before you can get a buy into the mix.
Exactly.
And look at what Sinners are doing. They've taken all the way through middle. They're going to be right on the flank for this A take. And since ENCE are kind of going slow, this might come back to blow straight up in their face.
Look at how much information they've got. And as you say, Sinners, they've rotated. They're going to have 3 players towards the A sides and 2 quick flanks coming through as well. In fact, no. One of them has decided to rotate out. So it's only going to be the 1 player on the flank right now. But ENCE have been boxed in. Sinners are going to have 4 players on the same bomb site to welcome ENCE with open arms. The usual reigns in. Wall of smokes coming through from ENCE, and Diha trying to get the job done towards Ali. Spinks will find the opening pick, and there we go. That means Oscar gets sidelined anyway. He can't do anything about it. And ENCE, with their backs against the wall, will still find the kills necessary to get onto this bomb site. And pretty much should be no way to lose the round from here.
That was a Schrodinger's cat kind of situation right there, right? ENCE, they were boxed in, and you open the box, and ENCE, they open a can of whoop ass. I mean, they have not dropped a single player on this pistol. It really could have been 2 outcomes, right? You open the box, and Sinners just absolutely collapse in on them. You open the box, and something like that happens. That's why I say Schrodinger's cat, but Beastic is at least he's able to bring one back, but he still needs to find more, and he's just not going to be allowed to. Spinks, that's his 3rd on the round, and ENCE, like I said, more life. They picked up the pistol, and they have made this game all the more closer than you may think.
Exactly that. And it's going to be a force buy here from Sinners, no doubt. And so if ENCE can win this round, 10-7, anti-eco 10-8, all of a sudden they're only 2 rounds away. And that's definitely a position that they can fight back from here. I mean, considering the fact that they were down 10-2 at one stage, if they could bring it to 10-8, that would just be a great turnaround, man. Let's see. What can Sinners do here with this force buy? Looks like they want to try and take some contact towards A-Rap. You got Oscar with the scouts, a couple upgraded pistols as well, but some effective util usage from ENCE will be sending Sinners back onto the bomb site.
And I like that they take full control of ramp, right? This time, it's kind of different than the pistol. On the pistol, they contacted up the entire wave and waited. Now, they make sure their presence is known, then they wait. So Sinners, they don't have time to maybe think that they can take all the time they want to come in on the flank. They've got to pull rotations, and the rotations are all on this A-bomb site. Everybody's here to try and defend, but it is coming up short so far. Oscar able to trade one back 4v4, as the onslaught still seems to continue. He's found another tag, but he's tagged down to 11 HP himself in the process. He needs his team to start converting some of these kills alongside him, because he can't be the only man to find tags and find frags in this one. There's 2 men up towards the side hall. Maybe they try to get in that side hall position, take more of an aggressive fighter and aggressive stance, because they've been able to come all the way up onto the bomb site undetected. In fact, they could plant the bomb if they wanted to right now. That's a great kill from Shock. They know somebody's up inside hall to trade. That's huge, but no, okay, Hades still clears it. So 3v2 should just go the way of ENCE from this point forward.
As you said, it was looking a little bit edgy there. Thank God Hades cleared out Ali, because Neofrag could have led to the undoing of ENCE there. Not the case, though. Sinners, please find a couple kills, but considering they went for the force buy, not a successful round from them. And now it's going to be 10-7, should be 10-8 soon afterwards.
Okay, ENCE looks like they've got something to show, but still, we're going to have to go against one more... I know, I'd say like a couple of Deagles. I'd assume they might put a Deagle or 2 into the mix alongside these 2, but who knows, maybe just the USPs. However, should still be a pretty breezy round for ENCE unless Oscar wants to go absolutely insane with it. Currently second best fragger for Sinners, right behind Shock. But, I mean, Beastic, the IGL, I feel like, even though, IGLs aren't necessarily the biggest fraggers, I feel like he hasn't really arrived as much as we've seen him prior.
Yeah, he's a little bit quiet right now. I mean, he hasn't had to do all that much, so let's see once the going gets a bit more tough, what he'll be contributing to the party. ENCE, well, they know that this is an important round to just try and keep numbers alive. And because we have an eco, let's just get that shameless plug in, man. My name is Hayes, and I'm joined by Ant, guys, and well, we've been casting for a while together now. And if you've been enjoying the cast, well, I implore you to go check us out on Twitter. We're both trying to grow our following at the moment, get a few more international followers. So hey, if you got a Twitter account that you use, or maybe you don't even use, type !casters in chat, follow our links, and give us a follow. It would be much appreciated. Right now, ENCE. Come on, lads.
What?
It was just a round against a few pistols, nothing too serious. Quite a lot of damage has been done here. Zedco is going to find the timing on Spinks, who's in the B bomb site. ENCE, it's not actually, they don't have a clear-cut pathway onto the bomb site here. What? Spinks loses his life? Okay, wait, they can go A here, right? Because Hades is there. He's already pushed all the way through connector. Yeah, okay.
They can.
I mean, it's still not a done deal just yet. Hades, he needs to be the hero right now because he's the only player with full health. He's got the AK and he's got the line under control as well. Nice shots coming through from the pole.
Yeah, again, as you said, he needed to be the hero, and that's exactly what he did, picking up 2, and he'll find a third as well. Neofrag, he was the biggest win condition right there for Sinners. But yeah,
there we go, Hades.
As we said, man, he hasn't had his impact yet. Now he most certainly has arrived in the server. A huge 4K, and you know, in the initial parts of that round, you're probably like, okay, you know, a 4K, it's just pistols. No. If he doesn't get those 2, or, you know, if he doesn't get those 4 kills, his team might honestly lose that round. His other teammates, 7, 10 HP, ENCE, they scraped that one together way closer than it should have been, but now going against the full rifles, Sinners, let's see if they've got some life or if they'll start to collapse on this defense.
That's a good question. We haven't actually seen a full gun round yet in the second half. A double AWP setup coming through for Sinners as well. Shock and Oscar with the 2 snipers.
I love this from Neo too.
Yeah, getting aggressive towards A-Ramp, trying to assert himself. As I said, first gun round here, so it's important to Sinners. They're going to need to make a mark in terms of how they're going to be locking down the defense. Oscar, well, probably the easiest frag he's going to get this game. Snappy just walks into his crosshair. At least though, Spinks was able to get across, and I'm not sure if that was detected or not, so maybe some positional control to work with Oscar. Oh, he spotted him, but Spinks will find the kill. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate. Spinks going to be quite lucky that he actually gets that extra kill before he loses his life, so it's a 3v3 now.
All right, well, and I'll say they've done this far, right? I mean, sure, they give up a couple of kills to Oscar in towards middle, but to be able to weaken out both of these bomb sites is huge, because now, for the side of Sinners, it's up to Zedco to potentially get a multi-frag if they want to hold on to this bomb site, though him spotting the information and dropping the smoke will sound some alarm bells for Oscar to come in and assist him in from jump up. So far, all of the kills for the side of Sinners. Okay, don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Hades dropping off there, but maybe that's planned? No. He's actually heard from Zedco, so they're going to pull that rotation back off of the B-bomb site, going towards A. Okay, this is actually really weird from Sinners. But again, it's just this very strung out defense. One of these players is kind of needing a multi-kill if Sinners want to convert this round, but with 20 seconds to go, maybe that's not the case anymore. If Beastic drops the bomb here on Dodo, pushing up through the side hole, the round actually could just be done and dusted. Coming up, he hits Hades. Not Dodo, but still, that's a big kill to find, and now he's stuck in the open trying to cross to the bomb site. He's only got 10 seconds. Molly's been dropped onto the bomb site, so he needs his teammate now. If they won't have time, they've got to stick it in the fire and the flames. The Galil spraying, and this round is done. Beautiful. Sinners win the rifle.
Oh man, ENCE just had too much to do with too little time on the clock to get it done in. Really good work coming through from Sinners, just pushed it as deep as they did. They had the advantage as well. They got all the information, they set their players up, and then they recognized the situation that because there's so little time left on the clock, ENCE have to commit to the bomb plant. So if they just triple peak, essentially, there's no ways they can lose the round. Sinners finally back to winning ways. They were ahead 10-2, so there were 6 consecutive rounds won by the side of ENCE. But that run's been brought to an end. Enough cash in the bank to sort of get a buy going here. 3 AKs, Desert Eagle, and a Mac 10. Lose this round, no money in the bank, and that could see Sinners on the home stretch to close out this first map.
Yeah, but, well, ENCE, maybe they've got a little fight left in them here. They have another chance. It's been gifted to them by the gods. How will it fare out? Shock, if he gets one, that's huge, but they won't allow him it. Sure, he gets damaged, but now look at the B-bomb site. It's got nothing more than a poor Zedco lingering around the smoke, but I say poor, he's still able to get one before he falls to his grave. Spinks, that's his second on the round, pretty much saving ENCE once again, but Beastic's coming on the flank, doing so much damage. There is only so much more damage they can afford to take, but Sinners, they're saving or maybe not. That kill coming in from Hades might reassure them that they can go for this. Everybody else for the side of ENCE is so desperately low.
Exactly, man. There's only 84 health between all 3 of these remaining ENCE players. Full HP on the majority of the team. Yeah, that HE grenade gonna get dropped, but it's actually Neofrag gets dropped into the grave. Beastic gets a shot up close, won't be able to find the follow-up. Excuse me, it's actually Oscar with the AWP. Now it's Beastic to try and find the defuse. It's gonna have to be a 10-second one at that. He's tapped the bomb. Spinks finally starts to swing out, but there isn't even enough time here. Beastic doesn't have the kit, so even though he finds the frag, he still can't win the round.
No what?
And ENCE are back to winning ways.
Okay.
Are back to winning ways.
Okay. Oh my, ENCE. Pick up that 9th round, so I say. I mean, it's gifted to them by the gods, that extra rifle round, and they will not let it slip by the wayside. Keeping themselves alive. I think Sinners still have something to say about it, though. Beastic on that saved AWP. Honestly, could reassure them to go for this buy, right? He drops that to Oscar. He buys himself an M4 because he can't afford it. Oscar drives one of his teammates. Neo frags on the FAMAS, and I believe they can afford another FAMAS around it as well. So this could honestly be a reinvestment from Sinners. The question is, do they want to put it up on the board? If they take the save here, your economy is far superior for the rest of the half. But if you shut down ENCE on this very round, you're looking to increase that gap to 4, maybe 5 rounds before ENCE can really get a reassuring buy into the mix. So it's iffy. The risk, it's most certainly there, but the reward could be pretty great.
It's true. I wonder how it's what option they're going to end up going for. Risk versus reward.
And Hayes, you know me. You know I'm never for force buys. You know what? Right now, if you're Sinners, I think you force buy. Hell yeah, they're doing it.
You know what I think you are for, though, Ant? Is quick transactions, quick payments, man.
Damn
You're
right
a
I
trusty
am.
kind of guy. You strike me as it, man, because you're smart, right? Remember, you're a genius.
I'm a
That's why you
genius.
choose Trustly to make your payments flow quickly from account to account with no card, no app needed, or no registration. And you can even make a bet on this game, Sinners versus ENCE on pinnacle.com/odds, where you can use the Trustly payment system. Test
If
it
you're
out
a
for
genius
yourself.
like me, you'll lose
Yes.
Pinnacle.
Exactly. There's no other option, is there? And for ENCE, well, Ant, they're going up against a pretty good force here from Sinners. I mean, I would go so far as to call this a full gun round. Oh, but there we go. I was going to say, Beastic, he's sitting and praying a smoke grenade comes through from somewhere because he doesn't have one. And ENCE would have heard him tick, and they know, obviously, because the molly was extinguished, there has to be someone there. That's why Neofrag trying to force the issue, but he actually overexposes himself. Does damage to a number of them, but doesn't get any of the kills. Now Shock maybe wants to try and force the issue here, getting ahead of the smoke grenades. He wants to catch ENCE off guard while they focus on Beastic, but ENCE have not been drawn in. They haven't had the tunnel vision. They found all the kills. Great awareness from ENCE.
You know, the one time I say to go for a force buy, they dropped the ball hardcore. That was really a good chance for them. Even though the first person going in for Sinners doesn't get a kill, he does over 100 damage from that M4. Then it's just unfortunate the way things pan out from there. I mean, most kills from the side of ENCE come into the opposition when they're completely blind. And now it's just the save call from Sinners, but not even that bad of a save call, to be entirely honest with you. 2 AWPs going into your eco round. If everybody just full saves, I mean, you still got a pretty good chance in the next. It all depends on how these ops want to hit their shots, or rather, how they want to play around each other, because that could really change around the scoreline of this game. And most certainly favored in the next round, but Sinners,
Yeah.
I wouldn't count them out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're saving a double AWP and you have a player like Oscar on your team, you certainly shouldn't be. But look at the Pinnacle betting odds, and my God, 1.66 for ENCE. When Sinners were up 10-2, they were like 1.5, man. So there's been a significant shift in the Pinnacle betting odds as this game has gotten ever so close. ENCE just 1 round away. And do you know the last time that ENCE were just 1 round away from Sinners?
What was that?
It was when they were down 2-1. Long time ago.
Sorry, I got a text because my buddy ordered a computer, and I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure like the PCIe is plugged in. I'm not the PCIe, like the power for his graphics card. It's not plugged in.
The the power pins. Yeah, I mean, all right. He's not really a gamer, is he?
Well, I mean, he didn't make it. So
What?
he didn't make it. He bought a pre-built.
Oh, Jesus, you can't say you didn't make it, man. Like, it's 2021. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. Doto, he's got a kill on Shock. This is the eco round for Sinners, Ant.
Man,
So
I'm trying to piece together what you just. I don't get it.
just leave it. Let it go with the wind, Ant. It's gone. It didn't make it.
We'll put that one in the scraps jokes jar.
Yeah, Zedko and Oscar, they have to be the heroes in the round here for Sinners. It looks like the rotations are coming through. Zedko with his AWP towards the B-bomb side is going to be calling for some support. He does have a smoke to drop, but he doesn't. Okay, all right. He actually ends up just pushing forward and dying. Oh, man, it's a bit of a disaster. Was that one of those situations where, like, you pull your gun out before you've actually dropped the smoke?
Yep. That's That is unfortunate, man, because honestly, if he dropped that smoke with that Molly was placed in, with how he was going to throw that smoke, he probably would have had a one-way onto the players running up through the triple side. So even if he does fall, he might have been able to walk away with one there and give his team such a better chance in that one. Panic jumping left and right. Hades, that's leg down to 18 HP, and Oscar, he'll finish his food. Now 1v3, though, and it looks like they want to continue to hunt this Opper down because, you know, he falls here, might not be able to bring it into the next. Spinks, though, giving him another easy 1v1 duel to capitalize upon. And now, ENCE, honestly, they might just call it a day. Sure, they spotted him out. They know where he is, but is it really worth losing all of your players for? But you know what is worth for ENCE? A tie game. They were down what? What was it, like 10-2, something like that?
Yes,
they were getting
they were
stomped
down
on.
10-2 and 8-1, man. Like, they were getting stomped on. And now ENCE are giving Sinners a taste of their own medicine. Look at how the series predictions track has shifted here, man. Big changes. Sinners, they had like a 99, like what, they were up like 96, 97% on the series prediction tracker at one stage. Now it's down to 63. Oh, there's even further of a dip. It's 50-50 now because the scores are level and we have a gun round for both of these teams. No cash in the bank here for Sinners, and they need to try and turn this ship around. Otherwise, they're going to be finding themselves in a very tumultuous position, and Doto does them dirty with the double.
You know, Hayes, the last time you and I saw this ENCE team was in FunSpark when they won the grand finals, right? Pretty sure you and I had both mentioned how momentum-based this team can be, right? And now that ENCE have gotten into their stride, they look unstoppable. And, well, so unstoppable that they've stopped somebody's internet from working or something, because one of the Sinners players is disconnected.
Frag again. It's probably his frames. What I will say is, how impressive is this resilience from ENCE? I mean, they were down 10-2, as we noted, but it's not like they gave up. It's not like they just sort of, you know, accepted their fate and started focusing on the next map. They've managed to fight back here. Really impressive performance so far in Vertigo. They've only dropped one round in the second half, mate.
That's actually crazy, right? I mean, ENCE, this is just an insane come to form of them. Like, in the first half, they were asleep at the wheel. Now, they woke up right before they curved off of the road, and they've been able to stabilize and start to speed up here on the throughway, because they're past Sinners, and they're winning the drag race.
Yeah, good analogy, man. Woken up just before they crashed into the pole, and it was all over.
It's the rumble strip, man.
Can they take it all the way, though? They're about to go ahead 12-11. I mean, they won the pistol round, and that was the first and last time they've been ahead so far in this match. So the fact that they're going to be getting themselves ahead here is going to be such a boost of confidence for ENCE. And what do Sinners do coming into this next round? They probably, yeah, okay, they'll buy up. I mean, Oscar's got more than enough cash, so they'll drop the rifles while we wait for Neofrag to reconnect. But ENCE ahead. They have now won a total of 7 rounds out of the 8 on the second half. Surely they're on course to close the map out from here.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like in the soon horizon, we're going to see Sinners take attack pause, because they just need to slow things down. I don't think you're allowed to talk during technical pauses. Could be wrong, but I don't think you are.
We can't talk. We can't talk. No comms allowed. Oh, no, wait. We're the casters. Sorry. We can talk. Restarting Neofrag's PC. Ant's not going to speak because he thinks he's a player. But he's not.
Don't ruin my dreams.
I know. This is why we cast. We don't play Ant. It's for a reason.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's okay.
Why you gotta do me like that? What's
your thoughts, man? Do you think Sinners have what it takes to fight back from your Ant?
I think this next rival round kind of depends on whether that's going to be the case or not. Because if ENCE continue the momentum here, then I feel like they'll continue it to close out the game. But if Sinners can shut it down and start to get into a form, depending on how they how cleanly they would win this round, again, would if they do, then you're looking at a tie game. You're looking at Sinners maybe getting back into the groove of things, which they just haven't really been able to do on their CT side just yet. I feel like after winning that pistol, they've just kind of looked lost. They've looked out of the server. They looked gone. Out of the server, literally, is one of the players right now. So, I mean, they really need to get back in the server, get back into things. I really think they need to call attack timeout, slow down ENCE, change how this game or change the momentum and how it's going. Then they might be able to return into winning ways, because I'll mention it to you. In the first half, I believe we saw 2 quick technical pauses, right? Both because Neofrag was having FPS issues, right? Then, I mean, Sinners, I believe they dropped, what, 0 rounds after that or something like that? No, they may have dropped 2 rounds still. But they were easily able to continue moving forward after having those pauses, right? Even if they aren't allowed to talk during these pauses, right? So maybe this technical pause, maybe Neo having the FPS issues could help them out more than they think, slow down ENCE, and maybe start to have them get into their own heads.
Interesting take. I think the one thing I will say is that it sucks being the team who have the tech issues. Because...
True.
Yeah, like, you're kind of not really that focused on the game. As you mentioned, you're not allowed to speak. I'm not sure if that's being employed here, by the way. I think, did we not see some player cams there and it looked like they were talking? I think they're
I
allowed
didn't
to
see
speak.
any.
Yeah, man. Were you looking?
I was.
What would Fish say, bro?
What do you mean, what would Fish say? I'm the one that's always talking about ruse.
What would Fish say? And just ask yourself that question.
I don't know. Fish would probably say, like...
Say things you can't say on the broadcast,
like,
so don't quote him.
And then he would remind me of what my mother said, and then I'd just, like, stop talking.
Yes. Well, at least you haven't forgotten. Oh my god. Alright. Series prediction tracker, and look at how it has shifted. All the way from 96%. 96% for Sinners. It is now down.
It hasn't moved yet. It hasn't moved yet. Hasn't moved yet.
Okay, it actually hasn't reacted to the next round. You're right. So it's actually going to be an ENCE's favor from here, and
yeah, dude, look at
what
that.
A change
it's gonna
from
drop
96
to like 35.
From 96 to ENCE's from 96% towards Sinners into ENCE's favor. Like, what a crazy turnaround, man.
Damn.
Let's check the series comparison out here. We can see the charts of how these two teams match up and get a bit of information here on these stats. Of course, kills so far in the favor of... Is ENCE red or Sinners? I actually can't see the key because we got the technical pause banner at the bottom.
Keck W.
So, I'm not actually entirely sure. Let's see if there's a way I can figure it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Sinners are red. So Sinners have got 6 more kills than what ENCE have got right now.
Wait, I hear typing. I hear typing. Pause.
Yeah, we'll go to 10 more plants for, or 3 more plants for Sinners than what ENCE have had. So, I mean, it's pretty 50-50 when you look at it right now. Pretty 50-50. We're getting back into the game here soon enough. And Sinners, well, they need to start winning some rounds here. And, I mean, they can't go from winning the game 10-2 to losing the match 16-11. That would be a calamity.
That is indeed the case, right? But as you said, it was once 10-2. That shows you, right? Sinners have picked up 1 round since then. Hayes, 10-2. Now it's 10-1 in the favor of ENCE. It doesn't even look like they're going to stop anytime soon. Dia taking down Shock through the smoke. The one-way angle will not work out. And now, Oscar, he's the only man with a rifle into this round. Sinners have come into it saving with nothing more than pistols and the recovered weaponry. ENCE looks like they're going to deal with it fairly well, it seems, at least off of the initial start. Oscar, though, looks like he's getting a little questioning over towards the side, and he'll trade out Dia for his falling teammate 4v4, dropping the smoke at his foot and running away. ENCE, it still looks like they want to challenge this A-bomb site, though in fact they're forced to, because Beastic and Ladders locked them in.
It is an eco round here for Sinners, but they've got Oscar on that AW. Never mind. Hades takes him down. Could still be retrieved, yeah, and it has been picked up by Neofrag, but I mean, Oscar's he's your king, man. He's the one that you want with the AWP. Maybe Neofrag can show that he still has what it takes. Although he's... every time I call out the AWP on Sinners, they end up losing their life to Hades. So I'm just going to stop doing that now. A clean round coming through from ENCE. They've kept 4 players alive, and they show some initiative in this round as well. And the way that they just get super aggressive from the beginning after that prolonged pause, I think that's like intentional, right? They're trying to catch Sinners napping a little bit. Was an eco round though for Sinners, so they don't get that punished. But ENCE are going to be going up to 13-11. And as you said, it feels like that next gun round is the be-all and end-all for Sinners. Because if they lose that, it's 14-11, and it's just like... Considering the way the past like 10 or 12 rounds would have gone at that point, it feels like ENCE surely closed the game out from there.
You know, Hayes, it's about time you're getting casters cursed instead of just me.
Yeah, I screwed Sinners over there. I'm sorry, lads. Not much you could do about that one. Unfortunately, Hades was on point. I mean, he's come pretty good here, right? He was down like I think 5 and 12 or something like that on the first half, but now he's 16 and 15, so he certainly comes to life. And look at these Pinnacle betting odds: 1.30 for ENCE and 3.44 for Sinners. Pinnacle.com/odds if you want to get in on those odds yourself. Even running a promotion right now, if you bet €10 and you use the code CUP21, you'll get €10 back. And
oh, the smoke's
Sinners
gonna be late.
have to win this.
No, that's so bad for the side of Sinners. That smoke being late allows so much aggression to come up from ENCE. Look, they're not respecting it whatsoever. So Oscar getting blocked by his teammates there in spawn costs them big time. They can't go and contest the ramp.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
Insane.
And it's kind of just forced Sinners into the bomb site from the get-go. So look at how much control ENCE have, and it doesn't look like they're going to try and fake with this and like pull rotations and hit the B sites and play around. It's like, guys, we got so much control. Let's just drop the wall of smokes and take control of the A bomb site. They know that there will be some response util coming through from Sinners, but with so much time left on the clock, they can play with this one.
Is this smoke choreographed from ENCE?
For
the front of the bomb site. Oh my god!
That's the CT smoke.
No, that was 100% of smoke coming out from ENCE in the front of the bomb site. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was missed.
It was a blue smoke icon, bro. Which means
we need a replay of that.
I'm looking. I'm sure, bro. I'm sure of it. I checked that one closely. That was a Sinners smoke, man.
That's insane, man.
I'm pretty sure. Is there a chance in the retake here? Let's find out. Shock and Zedko trying to make it happen here in the 2 versus 3. Zedko's lost his life. Shock up close in the smoke right now. Wait for it to fade, but his chances are already dead and buried in the round. He's just trying to take the AWP. Nice no scope there. Highlight kill. But I mean, okay, at least he's got the HP to survive the bomb explosion, but he'll probably be hunted down here by ENCE soon afterwards. How much do they force here? There we go. What? Okay, no. It wasn't the player jumping around, at least.
You know, Shock actually looks shockingly close to a guy that went to my high school. No, he did not. No, he is not Shock, but they just
my god.
They just look close. Every time I watch ENCE, or not, sorry, ENCE. Every time I watch Sinners, or look at Sinners, and I see that, I'm like, man, it really looks like it's someone from my school.
I'm not going to dignify that with your pun was just too bad. I'm sorry, man. That's just.
I mean, I didn't. The pun wasn't the point.
Yeah, I know, but the pun was horrific enough to take away from the point.
Okay, fair.
Right now, well, Sinners, they're not looking like the happiest bunch of individuals, are they? And why would they be? They were up 10-2, and now it's gone all the way to 14-11. They've missed the all-important gun round. Sinners have converted. Yeah, great that they've converted an opening pick into a round win on 100% of occasions. But the problem is they've only found 3 opening picks so far. That can't. Is that maybe not updated? That can't be right. That just can't.
If that is updated, that is actually kind of hilarious.
That can't be right. No way, surely. Enough money here for Sinners to force up, man. Orp and Oscar, 14-11, have to win this round.
True. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This is it. You said that other one was end-all and be-all for Sinners, but now it looks like this one's going to be more of that. Zedko coming up with the smoke alongside that. A flashbang's popped into Snappy's face. Dia only allows him to get one, though, so now rotations have to come in towards this B bomb site, and well, they just haven't.
Wow.
Sinners, are they going to forfeit this round? I don't think they are. They have to try and go for this retake, right? But they don't have that much utility in the sense of denying the bomb. So they're going to have to be stuck in a post-plant scenario. They've got nothing more than a couple of smokes and 1 flash to help them back into it. How is fair? I believe the head has been spotted off of Dodo. Yeah, he spotted them crossing, but can they find the kills? A flash. It was good so far, but yeah, no, it's just taps from Dodo. Picking up 2. Dia, he's put the final nail in the coffin alongside him, and Oscar, he's just trying to save the AWP. Do they let him get away? Do they give him mercy? Well, looks like they will, because timing does not favor them. It will be a 15 for ENCE. Hayes, that is now 13-1 in the past 14 rounds. 13-1.
That's
13-2.
Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous, man. I mean,
wait, no, hold on.
Okay, no, it was 10-2, right? It was 10-2, and
Yep.
Sinners have won 1 round since then.
Yep.
And and ENCE have won 13, which means ENCE have won 13 of the past 14 rounds.
That is insane.
That's what it is right now. ENCE have won 13 of the past 14. Try digest that. 3 FAMASs, an AWP, and an M4 for Sinners to try and keep them alive. I mean, my God, what a ridiculous turnaround this has been. Jesus Christ, Oscar. I mean, if things haven't been bad enough, he just gets destroyed there. Shock on the angle, though. Only going to be good for 1. There's a significant amount of damage there to the second, but unfortunately, he can't complete the multi-kill. So now it's a 3v3 for Sinners to try and fight themselves and keep themselves alive.
Yeah, as we said, map point for ENCE. And, well, so far this one is kind of going even Stevens for both sides. I mean, every kill has been traded out so far. That's what I like to see. But now in the 2v2, ENCE, they only got 1 man to defend this A-bomb site. Well, on the opposition, it's Neofrag. He's actually the only M4 on the round other than Oscar's AWP. Everybody else had FAMASs, and Neofrag has crept behind enemy lines. If he plays the timing well, might be able to find a couple of kills. But Spinks, that's a no-scope. Are you kidding me? He spins around, and Neofrag, see you later. It might be the same for Sinners, because it is up to Zedco with nothing more than a flashbang and a FAMAS. He's got to make this one work just to keep Sinners alive, to keep them on the dreams of overtime. But Hades says no, we're going to map 2, and ENCE go 14-1 in the final spurts of that.
Look at that series prediction tracker, man. That's just like the cliff. That's like Mount Everest. The peak was so high for Sinners, but the drop-off, oh man, leads to their demise. They drop their own map pick. They lose at 16-11, which means they're down 0-1 heading into Nuke, guys. We're going to be taking a 10-minute break, and when we return, we'll have that second map of the series. Make sure you join us on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Pinnacle Cup matchup here between Sinners and ENCE. We just came off the back of the first map of the series. It was Vertigo picked by Sinners, and they lost at 16-11 after they were ahead 10-2. Now we shift into a very aggressive pistol round coming through from ENCE as they burst their way in towards the A-bomb side, trying to catch Sinners off guard here. The kills so far favor the CT side until Spinks is able to take down Oscar, but the action won't be settling down anytime soon. Shots continue to rattle out. The CT is trying to force the issue. Shock with the great one tap down to Spinks will bring it down to the 1v1. My God, what an aggressive start to this map. Now Shock is working his way around the rafters, trying to catch Doto off guard, and he will just have a clean one tap to finish off the round. Doto not at all expecting Shock to be coming from that angle. And so the pistol round will be going the way of Sinners. Man, what a way for them to kick off their campaign here on Nuke. A really important map for Sinners because they're down 1-0 in the series right now. As I said, guys, they were up 10-2 on Vertigo, and they lost the map 16-11. They only won one more round where ENCE were able to win in 14. So ridiculous scenes on Vertigo. Now coming into Nuke, it's ENCE's map pick, but it's a map that Sinners are capable on. So it's not like it's going to be, we expect a blowout. ENCE, this is their pick though, and so this is their strength. This is their home map.
Yeah, and hopefully we can see Sinners turn it around. As we said before the game, I mean, this isn't the map that Sinners are uncomfortable or rather unfamiliar on. They have played this, you know, second most behind Vertigo. And so far, getting it off to a good start. Zedco coming all the way through Ramp Room, actually being traded out by Dodo's Galil, but Shock still able to convert one on that M4 to trade his teammate out once again. Hades has got the scout. He's got a lot of control towards Secret. Oscar, he's going to walk straight in. Sure, he gets damage done, but now tagged down to 27 HP himself. He's maybe a potential weak spot for this offense to try and abuse. But here's the thing, right? So far, I mean, it hasn't looked too bad from Sinners, right? It's not like they're going for any tilt aggressive peaks, right? Just pretty basic stuff. Again, we've only seen one round, so take that with a grain of salt. But, I mean, hopefully coming into this map, especially with what we saw in that pistol, right? we can start to see Sinners, no, not even start to see, but hopefully they've been able to mentally reset from that last map, because that is just a tough loss. As you said, 14-1 for the side of ENCE. That's not something you want to have, hanging on your head coming into this game. It's something you need to just be able to clear your mind and forget about, and try to overcome here.
Absolutely.
Good job.
They need to put that behind them, as you say, Ant. And always a hallmark of a good team is being able to deal with very tough situations and overcome them. Hades, at least we'll get a second opportunity there. So that's another frag back here for ENCE, and I don't think Sinners have any immediate response to that. So the bomb plant should be coming through here. I mean, this is winnable for ENCE, right? You've got Snappy on the AK. He can get off the bomb side if he goes right now, but of course he doesn't know that. And now the opportunity is passed, so he has to fight from the site. While Hades is alongside him with the scout.
If they give him these headshot angles.
Oh man, let's see, can they get the job done? Neofrag is going to open the door here. Oh, beautiful flashbang. Easy kill coming through for Neofrag, and there should be no way that Hades wins this with the scout from this position. They know exactly where he is. Fantastic shot there onto B-Stick. The defuse hasn't been tapped yet. Shocker's got the kits. He needs to get onto it. There we go. Just in time, he will come through.
Imagine Hades hits the headshot on the Shock.
Well, he did hit a nice headshot initially onto B-Stick, didn't he?
If Hades hits that headshot on a Shock crossing through the rafters, they win that round, by the way.
True.
That's insane, though. Closer than it should have been. And that bomb plant's going to allow them to get some more pistols and weaponry into this one. And, well, what is a save? So, I mean, we don't really expect it to go their way. So, I don't know. A good start for the side of Sinners, be it the CT side of Nuke. Not difficult to find yourself success on. So, maybe that's something they could try to work with, getting up to this potentially 3-0 lead. And what can they do on these pistols, right? I mean, your goal is probably just 2 or 3 kills. If you do that, the money is super limited.
I like this a lot. They're going to try to find first command towards the A bomb side. B-Stick gets traded up 1-for-1. ENCE not going to be slowing down anytime soon. And because Neofrag's the only player right here, he doesn't actually want to overextend and take any unnecessary fights. So ENCE here in the eco round, because they found the bomb plants in the previous and they've got a bit of round loss bonus behind them, they actually have armor on these players right now. This is winnable in the 4v4. They actually throw the wall of smokes from spawn, so Sinners' attention is slightly drawn away from that A site. Good little attention to detail there. But the retake certainly on the cards here from Shock. Coming through from ramp, and he does actually spot Hades out as well. Hades wanted to force the info. He wanted to know whether somebody was there or not, and that could be setting things in motion now for Sinners. Neofrag comes through from heaven, and an easy double kill for him, and that will solidify the round for Sinners.
That round lives and dies on Hades there, man. I mean, he doesn't really need to get info. He's got everything that he needs to be. Like, he can go back into that corner and spot out if anybody comes in from the ramp room and stop them from coming in on that flank. You could see they were none the wiser to that. They had no idea somebody was still all the way back towards T-spawn. That could have potentially been an opener that ENCE needed to put it in a 4v3, slow down the retake, and cause some chaos in the side of the CTs, right? Because now that would have meant their lobby flank is gone. It's choreographed of them coming in from heaven and many. And, well, it wouldn't have drawn attention away from a lot of those angles that that ENCE had to try and change up upon, right? They had a player in Squeaky. He had to be proactive and looking back and making sure he didn't get flanked alongside holding the mini push. So that's really what kind of screwed them over there. But now it comes into the rifle v rifle. I guess it's good that they got a kill on a bomb plant, but now they need to get a whole lot more than that. They need to get a round win.
Yeah. ENCE were able to get into the A-bomb side very aggressively with that Tech 9 buy, right? So they think, let's just try that again with the rifles. It's worked out perfectly. Sinners are playing retake on the A side right now. And while their retakes have looked pretty good so far here on Nuke, this is going to be the most challenging one so far. Zedko is the ace in the sleeve right now, coming through from outside. He probably catches Snappy off guard. Pretty sure Snappy's going to be watching towards ramp. No, he's actually aware of the potential. Somebody could be coming through here from T-spawn, but it doesn't matter. Hades is found too. Spinks on a frag as well. He's just going beast mode right now. It's only Shock left remaining. Shock knows the tactic, but unfortunately, null will be achieved. And Snappy even forces the issue to find the kill. That's quite a statement from ENCE in this first gun round, man.
Yeah, maybe they've been able to shut down the success of Sinners enough to keep themselves moving forward. I don't know if we're going to see a buy from Sinners again with all the damage that was done onto them on the eco rounds. Don't know if they can really afford that good of a buy. If they do muster up, it's not going to be that great. As I say that, you got two M4s, a Deagle, an AUG, and an AWP. And, you know, the util, pretty lackluster, right? They've got 3 smokes if they do want to just keep cycling util towards that squeaky door, but Hades wins this optimal towards ramp. We might see the round end earlier than it started, though Neofrag, he's opened things up nicely. Diad can't even have an impact in this one.
Already been taken down. Good way for Sinners to start off the gun round. I mean, considering their lack of weaponry, it just gives them that numerical advantage. Will sort of balance things out in the round. Diha yet to frag here on Nuke. Of course, it's still early days, but when we consider him as one of the stars here in terms of the riflers for ENCE, they need him to come online.
Oh,
Does Zenko get clear is the question. Yeah, he's been cleared and spotted out by Snappy, but Snappy's here alone. So if he falls, there's no trade potential, and that's exactly what ends up happening. ENCE being picked limb from limb here in the round. Hades will miss an important shot. He gets taken down as well. And Sinners do not even take a single point of damage in the round, and they find all 5 frags back to winning ways for the Czech Republic team.
I'm glad you didn't mention that they hadn't taken any damage up to that point, because if you did, I would have slapped you.
I've done that a few times lately, haven't I?
I called you out for it, too.
You did. This time I learned my lesson, Ant.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Fool me once, shame on me. Or shame on you, whatever. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's it, that's the one. Let's see if ENCE get aggressive into the A bomb site here once again, because they've found quite a bit of success with that so far, and it looks like that will be the case. No, actually, this time it's the vent drop, and they've been able to get the bomb carrier across as well. So the question is whether they commit to the plant here or not. And in fact, they're going to get another player down. Sphinx has been taken down through the smoke, though. That's a huge kill from Shock with the AWP. That just slows things down so drastically here for ENCE. At least Hades is able to get a kill back, picks up the gun, but won't be able to make it down the vents alive. Finally, the plant comes through. And as I said, Sinners, they've been on point so far with their retakes.
No, Snappy jumping
I know,
down.
that's
I
unlucky,
understand.
isn't it?
I understand that he's like trying to make sure nobody can go down vents, but yeah, no, there's just no way he expects Beastick to still be up here posted up. Now, it's just about killing time for ENCE. I mean, again, this is a 4 spy, so the success they've found is not ideal for what they've invested into the round, but Dia finding that kill is going to change the situation drastically. It's now 1v2, and again, time continues to tick away, and Dia puts the smoke up. In come flashbangs, they've just got to stick to the fuse. Completely blind, running out of bullets, running in with the knife. Oh, he's stabbed at the wrong player. He'll get the knife kill, but they'll get the defuse, and utter chaos goes on in that smoke. Sinners, though, come out on top.
Diha, he doesn't trust himself to find the shots with the rifle, so he pulls the knife out in the smoke. But as you say, both of the players for Sinners are in the smoke, so even though he gets the kill, it's not even on the diffuser. That's just too unfortunate for Diha. I think he should have just calmed down with the AK and reset the spray.
That was actually really smart, by the way.
That.
So I don't know if that was necessarily like done on purpose by the side of Sinners, but so when that smoke is dropped on the bomb, right, one player gets on it and then the other person starts running and making a ton of noise, right, shooting whatsoever. That really, I think, is what wins them that round, because Dia, he turns his focus towards that other player, obviously, you know, stabbing away at him. Maybe it's because he tears the tick from the knife, but I mean, that still gives him the reassurance that he's killing the diffuser. The diffuse isn't coming in.
Yeah.
But right under his nose, it is. So I don't know if that was necessarily planned by Sinners, but regardless, it was a smart play. So they should say yes, just to make themselves look smarter. Genius in the building.
Absolutely. Good work coming through from Sinners. And yeah, maybe it was intentional. Definitely worked out in the end. Made a difference. Going to be a gun round here for ENCE because they found that bomb plant and they have a maximum round loss bonus behind them. But, and we've seen this movie before. This was the start of Vertigo.
I've seen that movie too. Get that reference? I love you.
Oh, man. We'll
Did
see
you?
Whether, no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Damn. All right.
Unfortunately not. Maybe
Basic
next time.
stuff.
Yeah. Wall of smokes. Oscar outside. AWP. Rears his head. And finds a frag. Dia's misery here on Nuke continues.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen Dia just get constantly taken down without even being given a chance to have an impact, which I guess is good, right? Because he was fragging out for a lot of that, and like the ending parts of that Vertigo game. It's really what started to carry ENCE across the line, right? Him waking up, I feel like caused a chain reaction right over towards B, started picking up multi-kills, started, you know, maybe changing the mentality for that ENCE camp, and that's really what might have campaigned that comeback. And now it just seems like they're all but quiet, right? I mean, Sinners 5-1. That gap is about to increase to 5 rounds. Unless Dota wants to do some crazy 180 flick around stuff. He almost did it. But Neo Frag has the angle on him in heaven, just jumping away on 3 HP. Hades is still posted up. This is MBK, right? I call that MBK.
In the corner there? Yeah, it's got a few variations. I think MBK is one that works. Spinks trying to do some work in the round, but unfortunately he can't find a frag either. So ENCE's struggles continue here in the round. Hades' teammate has fallen by his side as well, and he'll lose his life to Shock. Sinners go up 6-1. Another interesting tidbit of information. Oscar and Diha actually used to be teammates in Sprout not too long ago. So they'll be quite familiar with each other's tendencies and play styles. We saw Oscar taking down Diha in that round with the AWP. Not that them being teammates had anything to do with that, but just think it's interesting.
True, true. What's interesting, though, is the buy here from ENCE. 2 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, and a Deagle. This is, by the way, this is technically a save round. Oh, no, they're running through the fire and the flames, the grenades, and everything. And so far, they're finding nothing but bodies on the floor. But Dia brings
huge.
2 back before Neo sprays both of them down. It's Dodo in the 1v3, and the flick is not there. It's just shut down, locked down defense for Sinners on Nuke.
Yeah, great defense coming through from Sinners. I like that they dropped the molly and the HE grenades into Hut from the get-go because they know that ENCE have shown a tendency to get aggressive through the Hut into the A-bomb site. So they just drop the util to do so much damage. ENCE can't even get into the site. Neofrag with the spray down finds a multi-kill as well. Going to be enough cash here for ENCE to buy up again, of course, because Diha went up for the hero AK in the previous round. He's going to have to use a Galil here, but that won't be costing ENCE too much. The question is, what do ENCE change here? Because this has been a great run of form so far from Sinners, and ENCE have tried a few variations. They've tried the aggressive A. This time it looks like it's going to be another pretty aggressive A contact play coming through here. Util raining in. How far do they commit is the question. There's only one player on the safe site as it stands for Sinners. It's Beastick who's here with an MP9, and he's going to be spotting them all. Oh my god, wow. How does he do so much damage with the MP9? And Zetko charging him behind him. He finds Hades, pivots 180. He takes down Diha as well. It's a disaster. ENCE are falling apart. Oh man, he picked limb from limb right now. Snappy will end up falling to Oscar as well.
It's Halloween season, apparently, and Zedko's got the spookiest costume of them all. He dresses up as a T and murders them all with their unexpected plays. 8-1 Sinners. Past what? No, not even just past that pistol. What round did ENCE pick up? Was it the forest buy? No, it was 3-1. They pick up a rifle.
Yeah, the first gun round, I think it was, man.
Past
there we
that.
go. You can see the summary. Yeah, that was the first gun round.
It's nuts, man. I mean, ENCE, things are just not going their way, right? Calling that timeout. Things have got to change. What can be fixed? What can we improve to finally get some more rounds on the board?
That's the question ENCE will be asking themselves. When they asked themselves that question on Vertigo, they were able to come up with the answer. And
yep,
let's see if they can do that here on Nuke as well. We certainly can't count them out, but they have not been convincing. What a momentum-based game this has been so far. It goes 10-2 up. Goes 10-2 up with Vertigo to Sinners. ENCE wins 16-11. Coming into Nuke here, Sinners are up 8-1. It's just been complete blocks of rounds being won so far.
But again, I mean, Nuke, very, very CT-sided map, if not probably one of the most CT-sided in the pool. So
absolutely.
And maybe coming on top with the scoreline that they did on Vertigo could honestly be beneficial for them. But, well, I don't think they're going to be mounting any success in this round because Oscar from Secret has once again opened up the round on the EWP. Looks to find more on them, all running up one by one by one. He's picked them all apart, the bomb. It's sitting right in front of him, lying behind a dead corpse. As Hades and Spinks try to make something work, and Hades, he just can't do it. It's Spinks 1 versus 5, wow, and B6 going to chip in for something. Deny the ace for the side of Oscar, but still Sinners a 9-1 lead on the map pick of ENCE. It's more dominant than we saw in Vertigo.
It just feels like ENCE are struggling to contend in the fragging department right now.
Yep.
Nobody is positive, let alone neutral. 2 kills on Spinks, 4 kills on a few individuals as well. It's just not enough to go up against the fragging power of Sinners here on Nuke so far. Like, if we had to get that series tracker with a chart, it'd be interesting to see how many kills Sinners have in comparison to ENCE at this point. But the double AWP setup in player for Sinners going to be a tough code to crack for ENCE. What is their answer, and what's the resolution? What are they going to be bringing to the table here that will be different? Hades with the AWP actually able to open up the round onto Shock. Response does come through from Oscar, and he finds a trade just before the smoke blooms. Aggression from Beastick, and there we go. ENCE find a flurry of frags. They're winning their gunfights, and
about time again. This is really what changed the things up on Vertigo. Somebody started waking up. Somebody started hitting their shots. This time, it's not necessarily one person, but it's the entire team coming alive at once. Honestly, I want Spix to find this last kill, because then we'll see a team ace, and that'll make me happy. But Oscar, maybe just trying to do his best Jame impression. We talked about how it's Halloween season, and Oscar, he's got his costume on. Minutes ago, but they're planting B? Oh, no, Oscar. He hears them coming down the vents. That's one of the kills that he wants. And again, as I said, planted B, he can honestly give this the old go.
I mean, he's got so much money in the bank. Why wouldn't he? Oh, that's unfortunate.
No. Yay, it's Spinks, Team Ace!
He's like, yeah, nice, actually. Your wish ends up coming true. Oscar's like, nah, I'm just going to take the safe option here. Take the open to the net. Oh, all right. Both of the players are actually above the vent right now. That's unfortunate. 2.62 for Sinners, 1.46 for ENCE. So those odds suggest that this game's not done, because keep in mind, ENCE are ahead 1-0 in the series. But those odds aren't blowout, man. There's still some life in those odds for Sinners. And why wouldn't they be, considering they're up 9-2 here on Nuke? ENCE's map pick. But ENCE have won a round now. The question is, can they string a couple together? Can they find a few consecutive rounds? Can he see him? He can't actually spot his head out. And Dia's lucky to have gotten across alive, considering there's a gap in that smoke. But it will still be Sinners to open up in the round.
I mean, it's not even Dia who's lucky to be alive. It's Zedko who's lucky to be alive, because he's sitting there crouching, not looking at that angle, and Dia spotted him. I don't know if it was the res or the tunnel vision. That's something I know we could get a replay on. I know we could see that. I know we could see his perspective. 4v5 though. Maybe ENCE can claw this one back. We saw last map on Vertigo, apparently, I believe, when Sinners got the opening kill for most of that game, they had kept that 100% win rate thick and through. Can that be the same case here on Nuke? Molly burns it. B stick towards the second vent, but it's not like they're ready for him to be there. Spinks thankfully finds the kill, but 4v4, and one of their players is down to 4 HP. Neofrag on top of the HUD has not been cleared. He drops one, does damage, and the nade will get another. 2v4 now. And yeah, ENCE, man, the one round they find is not going to mount any success. Hold on, no, I'll zip my lip there for a quick second, but that's going to be a very quick second, I believe, because Shock on the EWP is going to drop the bomb once again. Now 1 versus 3, and Dia is on 1 HP. Well, not 1 HP, but 2 bullets. That's all he can take from one of these M4s. He's going to have to hit some nice headshots, and Neofrag will hit a nice one back. It's Sinners 10-2, and it is a mirrored scoreline that it was on Vertigo.
That nade was a 3-pointer from Shock.
Yeah. From downtown.
Listen. I don't know enough about basketball to be making references, but
I don't watch basketball much, but yeah, that's you got it right.
Okay, it was a nice shot, man. It was a great HE grenade, underarmed it through the smoke into the vent, got the kill. Sinners back to winning ways, and ENCE back to square one. What can they do from here? It's Dia outside with the AK once again, but this time he gets met by the AWP of Oscar, who gleefully greets him as his AWP sounds a shot off.
And then come outside, smokes once again, basic stuff from ENCE. I really want to see them at the very, very, very least pick up 2 more rounds in this half. And, you know, again, we saw a scoreline like this on Vertigo, but with the way things are going, it just looks like Sinners are going to keep the domination rolling, right? They've already got the 4v5. Spinks is on a deagle. Util, it's just going to keep getting cycled towards the squeaky door. So to come out, they are going to have to go through a smoke. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, because they have still 1 more smoke past that. So when that fades, ENCE will still be trapped in lobby.
But ENCE, when we look at the scoreline right now, Sinners have to be kicking themselves for having dropped the ball on Vertigo the way that they did. I mean, they could have won the series 2-0. Wham, bam, slam, thank you, ma'am. Clean as you like. Considering the performance they're putting up right now here on Nuke, great teamwork on the season side. Neofrag continues to dominate. Pop flash through the smoke. He's feeling himself right now, man. And why wouldn't he be either? It's another triple kill for the youngster. Sinners go up 11-2, and at this time, as you said, it's not looking like it's not looking the same as Vertigo. Like, this is even more dominant from Sinners. They're looking even better than they did on Vertigo, and it's an eco round here from ENCE, which means they're pretty much going to forego the 12-2 scoreline. My God, I mean, the Sinners is just—that's why I say they're going to be kicking themselves.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, most of the rounds that ENCE have won, rather most of the 2 rounds that ENCE have won, one of them was with 3 players alive. I believe the other one was with like 2 players alive or 1. It was very, very close, right? And when you look at just Sinners winning rounds, most of them, if not all of them, have been 4, 5 people. Just so clean. I mean, there was that pistol round where only 1 man was left in the likes of, I believe, Shock. Past that, it has just all been in the side of Sinners. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. Once again, it is an eco round for ENCE to potentially give up 12 rounds to the Sinners defense, right? Look, they drop the ball on Vertigo. It would have to be more than that if they're going to lose here. Hold on. No, maybe they can pick up a round. Because Snavish found 2 on the D, on the Tech 9. The Molly alongside is chipped in for 1, and it's up to Shock on the 1v3. He's picked up Dia, but he's got a lot more to go if he wants to lock in a round. Dodo on the bottom of the bomb site with a bomb on his back. Flick to take him down. Snappy on the trade that will lock in a third. ENCE, some form of success, and you know, one more. And I'll give him a chance, right? One more. But that's a very, very bold statement.
What a round for ENCE to win, though. The eco comes through for them, man. The way they just rampage their way onto the A bomb site. And sometimes that's what teams need. They need an eco round because they don't care as much about the outcome. Sometimes they play a little bit more freely. Sometimes they play more aggressively. It kind of lets the shackles loose a little bit. And ENCE are actually able to rampage their way forward and get control of the site. So it's a good job from them. Diha, though, will open up in the round. This is an all-important round for ENCE. Remember, they were down 10-2 on Vertigo. They won the map 16-11. They were down 11-2 here on Nuke. If they can make this an 11-4 halftime scoreline and win the CT pistol, and go straight back into this game.
Well, it was 10-2, I believe.
Okay, but point in case is that it was a very similar game situation. And if ENCE win this next pistol round, we could see them coming back here on Nuke still as well. They're looking good in this round, and they're showing they still have fire going, man. They still have fight left in them. Look at this team. Do they just take like 12 or 13 rounds to warm up, and then they become godlike again? ENCE, hello? Can we get some ENCE hellos in chat, please?
ENCE, hello?
What's going on? Well, they're awake now, and that's what matters. Shifting into the CT side, it kind of, at 11-4, I mean, the pistol round's not the be-all and end-all, but it is damn important.
Yeah, I mean, to end that half on a good note like that, honestly, you might see some smiles on the players of the on the players' events, right? I mean, you go to those player cams, if they're smiling, and I'd be kind of worried for Sinners, right? Again, their map pick, they've got to be coordinated. They got to have something ready for Nuke, right? Because from what we saw, it looked like they had just picked up the map, never practiced on it, just ran defaults. So, I mean, with a map that they've played this much...
Take it away, Ant.
Sinners have converted a first kill into a round 3 out of 3 times, 100%.
Question is whether that's been updated or not. I mean, I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they've had more than 3 opening picks in that first half where they got up 11-4. Like, surely. I don't doubt our production, but I do doubt that graphic.
Surely,
maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's find out. Sinners? All right. Bursting into the A-bomb site's the name of the game right now, and there's the updated graphic. It's 11 out of 11. That's ridiculous. And Doto's ridiculous as well. He finds 2 kills. Man advantage for ENCE, and Doto's not done just yet either. Himself is counter Diha adds 1 to the tally as well. And it's just Zedco left remaining. Does find the first pick. Oh my god, the follow-up dink onto Snappy as well. Zedco means business right now, man. Hades just ensuring he doesn't rotate back down into the B-bomb site. He's going to go straight up, so he gives the information away to Zedco. They're going to try and force the fight, and Snappy will land a shot. Survives the round with 1 point of health. Thank god he doesn't have to defuse, because I would just hate to have to see him get off the rafters with only 1 health, man.
You can see him shaking his head.
But Ant, it's 11-5. It was 11-2.
11-5, right?
Well...
Yeah, no, it was 11-5, because Sinners had picked up the pistol.
I know, but I'm saying it was 11-2 on this map. And now that ENCE have gone up 11... Well, it's 11-5, and they've won the pistol as well. They're going to be feeling better about themselves. And surely this doesn't happen again.
Hey, be careful what you curse, my friend.
Surely it doesn't happen again. Let's go.
You don't want to die on that grave.
I just saw ENCE have won 5 out of 5 rounds. They've had an opening pick. Sinners have won 11 out of 11. That means every single round so far here on Nuke has been won by the team that's found the opening pick. That's a big deal. And I'm not surprised on a map like Nuke, your 5 versus 4s are so goddamn important.
Yeah, and I mean, considering for the most part, right? I mean, Sinners obviously picking up 11 on their defense. It's not really surprising to see that every round that they got the opener, they won. But, ENCE, I guess I could say that's kind of surprising. Hold on, no Dia. Picking up 2 long-range-ish on that MP9. Neofrag's found 1 trade on the AK-47. And you forget, they've got some AKs in the mix here, so the fact that he's able to pick up 2 is actually kind of a miracle. So now it's just going to be down to the rifles.
Yeah, I mean, this is good for Sinners. Couple trades, even numbers. Got the AK on Oscar as well. Where do they go from here? That's the one thing, is they don't have any obvious choices. Still have to take some fights before they can work in towards the bomb plant. Instinct, looking for the timing, loses his life. Problematic. Snappy wants to find the trade, but Oscar's aware of the potential. The double P comes through, man. Big brains. Massive brains here on the side of Sinners. And the force buy is looking beautiful right now. It looks like we will be avoiding a repeat of what happened on Vertigo here on Nuke.
This is actually crazy to see ENCE just fall apart like this. I mean, we saw them just come back to form on Vertigo, find themselves. They were lost in a sea of... Uh-oh, that's the bomb. Hold up here. Hold on.
No,
keep
no.
my mouth closed for the time being.
No,
no,
no.
Huh? Oh. Dude, why do you gotta make it that close?
That was close. But Sinners win their force buy, and it means that they're now just 4 rounds away from taking us to a third map. And do you know what? I really want to see a third map, man. Because Mirage between these two teams would be just so goddamn entertaining. When we just consider the fact that Oscar has looked great in this series. Hades looked good on the first map. Diha is on. Doto's on. Neofrag is on. Just like with all these guys fragging the way that they are right now, Mirage would be a spectacle to behold.
Also, let me jog your memory really quick. After Sinners had won the pistol round, it was ENCE winning the force buy that really kickstarted the comeback. So...
Okay.
You know, so
on Vertigo?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see what's going to be happening here. Sinners have won the force buy. And it's going to be another force for ENCE. Let's see if they can do to Sinners what was just done to them.
Minus the AKs, though. Minus the rifles. Minus everything but the pistols. It's 4 Deagles and a CZ-75. But I don't know if it's going to be that bad, considering Sinners are taking a very slow approach into this round. Like, a minute left, and they're just now getting control of outside ENCE. I feel like time is really going to be what helps them in this round. Because, I don't know, man. I mean, sure, a lot of people would say this is a lot of time, but I don't know. I just get really anxious, and that is why. Because Dia has picked up the frag out of the bomb planter. 5v4, and he's forced them to try and take uncomfortable fights now. 35 seconds, and they've got to they just got to force something to work. They don't have time to work map control anymore. Creeping around through CT spawn, B-stick. He's got to be a hero here. And if this kill comes in, or even if he just stalls for time, and that just keeps helping them. The favor is so far in their camp that Dodo catches another kill on an uncomfortable duel. 20 seconds to go, Hayes. This one might just be done. Oscar, he's down secret, sure, but he might just have to sprint towards one of these bomb sites. Getting ready to come into the bench. They know they've got to come in. 10 seconds to go. It's done. Sinners, they take too much time. Navi's style of play favors the side of ENCE. They're going to take themselves a 6th. Last map, it was the force buy. Once again, they win the force buy. Will this kickstart something bigger?
Wow. What a way for ENCE to win the round, man. I mean, that's just a little bit unfortunate, but it's a great situation. That's why I always say, with your force buys, try and take the round as deep as you possibly can. You force those chaotic situations to ensue, and sometimes you choke the opposition out the round altogether.
This is really, really bad, but they've forced back. So, a couple of AKs, Khalil, 2 Deagles. We saw this in the last force buy from Sinners. Let's see what we've got in this round from ENCE.
Still a pretty good chance here for Sinners to make something happen, considering the set of weaponry both of these teams have. And it looks like they might just try and keep things simple and make their way in towards a ramp play, rather. It's only Snappy here by himself right now. Nobody anywhere near him. He's been spotted out as well. Opted to hang around while Hades has rotated in. Oh man, this round pretty much lives and dies with how this contact goes towards a ramp right now between these two teams. And there we go. Contact is taken. Shock looking to step out and take the fight. But it'll be Snappy who finds the frag. Oh, and he's faked the rotation. This is beautiful from Snappy. He's going to catch Sinners completely off guard. Yeah, Oscar's still considering it, but... Okay. Man, oh man. This is just super intense stuff right now. Kill found back here for Sinners, but still so much work to be done here in this round as Hades adds another to his tally.
Oh, and if he sticks around for half a second longer, he spots the leg of Shock, but he's got Dia to do that for him. 2v4, and Sinners, it seems like they're outplaying themselves. Oscar, he almost had a free path in towards B with nothing more than an MP9 to stop him from getting there. Uh-oh, they're going to test A, and here's the thing. They've killed one of the players coming in from heaven. There's Oscar making his impact known, and he throws the bomb down. 2v2 Sinners. There's no way they bring this back. Oscar just throws the bomb down to then drop down. Interesting. It's up to Snappy and Dia to try and bring this one back. Pretty much even Stevens in the health category.
Yeah.
How is this going to fare out, though?
I mean, I don't even know what sort of a chance ENCE stand at making this retake happen. They don't have a kit. They've got a flashbang. Snappy's coming through from heaven, but Neofrag and Oscar tucked into some very comfortable post-plant positions right now. Snappy drops the flashbang, forces Neofrag off the angle, but he can't find the fight. Ina can, though, and he knows exactly where this player is right now. Like I said, he doesn't have the time to play with. He finds the kill. Is there enough time, Ant? Is there enough? Yes or no?
Hold me, Hayes. Hold me, Hayes.
Oh, I think there is enough. Weirdly, I think he's got like that last second defuse, man. Yeah, there we go. Ends up coming through. What a clutch from Diha! The 1 versus 2, he just charges forward, he rampages onto the side, he takes down Oscar. I thought that round was dead and buried. I thought Sinners had stolen it from the clutches of ENCE, but no. ENCE actually make it happen, and that's such a goddamn important round for them to win as well.
I need somebody in chat to go back a couple of rounds prior where Hayes said, no, this is not happening. ENCE aren't actually going to do this. Actually, and I said, are you going to die on this hill? He said, yes. I need you to clip that. Send it to me on Twitter at AnthraNCS.
Good luck ever getting that happening, just by the way.
Yep.
Sinners. They're ecoing now, Ant. This could be ENCE drawing within 4. They throw a lot of util in towards the A sites, and now they very quickly pivot in towards ramp. Snappy could get caught off guard here, trying to make his way back to safety. Been able to get around the corners just in time, but maybe not any further. Now he has to take the fight.
Oh,
he does exactly that with the triple kill. Even though it's in an anti-eco round, it's still a really important multi-kill from him. Couple of kills come back for the T side, but it's still ENCE who have control. Shock left in a 1v3.
Oh my, Shock hit a shocking 1D over towards single door. I thought things were gonna...
That's electrifying.
That's electrifying too. Dia shuts him down, sends shockwaves through him.
Okay,
with that all-head
now
shot.
You're just going to send people leaving. You're going to send them away from the stream with these pathetic puns, and enough. Maybe not though. I mean, the CS is so goddamn good. No one can leave. 12-8. ENCE fighting back again.
I guess you could say this CS is shocking.
Oh, and is it happening again? Is it happening again? Are ENCE going to be making the comeback again?
I made my stance very clear.
Oh my god. I can't believe this, man. Big gun round here for Sinners. If they can still win this gun round, 13-8 is a very comfortable scoreline, man.
True, but again, they need to convert one more rifle. Just one more. Send them to an eco. Bring yourselves into that standpoint that we saw once on Vertigo. Nade actually not going to do as much damage as I predicted. I mean, it was right at their toes. I thought they were going to have dinner served up on a silver platter there, but that's a silver platter for him. Takes the dink on a Neofrag and runs away. Pretty much stock standard, the exact same stuff for the second that we saw last round, but this time ENCE, they're going to try to force the picture towards A. Dia in CT spawn. I feel like he has such a potential for a multi-kill here, and they're just going to let Neofrag be the human shield, go in, let him get the trade, right? Let him fall and get the trade. Zedco puts things back in a 4v4, but the problem is, Dodo, he's still ready for them to come up towards the Heaven side, going all the way around towards CT. Catches Zedco, and that's the bomb! It's dropped in CT territory!
It's in the A site, mate. The bomb has fallen onto the A site. That's crazy. Oscar can see it, but he can't get it just yet. B-Stick, though, finding that pick kind of alleviates a bit of the pressure now. Because now ENCE have mouth to worry about as well.
Yeah, but there's still a guy in mini.
Oh, what?
Never mind.
Oscar. That is just ridiculous, man. That's why he's so well known for being such a talented dropper. Shock has found Dodo. It's on Snappy to save the day here for ENCE in the 1 versus 2 clutch. 18 seconds left on the clock. He spotted Shock dropping down, but the flank coming through from B-Stick actually just leaves Snappy with way too much to do.
And that's a backbreaker for ENCE's economy, right? I mean, they're at 2K a player. You have to take a save. You have to look to be down 14-8 on this map, on your map pick. After this round, man, it has got to be nothing. And they're forcing.
Wow. Big call to force here for ENCE, man. Lose this 14-8. Nothing in the bank, 15-8. And that's just going to be too much for ENCE to come back from. So this is a massive call for ENCE to go for the force buy. Sinners have won 6 out of 9 full buy versus full buy rounds so far here on Nuke.
Oh, man, Spinks has got the auto shotty once again. Last time he had this weapon, he wasn't so lucky. He took a little bit of an over-aggressive stab into the lobby take, and, well, he got stabbed in the heart by doing so. Now, Looks like he wants to try and test his luck there once again, but spam through the wall down to 37 HP. He'll have to forfeit the map control. However, it looks like after that Molotov fades, he's potentially toying with the idea of heading back in there. So far, it is just spam Neo. I feel like he spams so much that he's going to run out of bullets. Like, I want to see how many bullets he's got left in that AK, man. He actually has a mag and a half.
I mean, and that's in the first, like, 40 seconds of the round. B-Stick finally going to be opening up here. And this Force Buy has not gotten off to the start that ENCE would have hoped for.
This is actually funny. I don't think I've ever seen a pro match where somebody runs out of bullets in their weapon, like in their main weapon. I've actually never seen that. Well, yeah, but I mean, like in their rifle, like the AK. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that would require a lot of shots. That would be 120 bullets you would have to use.
You already used like 70.
Job's not done yet for Sinners, but they do have a big advantage in the round as they shift themselves in towards the B-bomb side. It doesn't even look like ENCE really have anything going for them here on the retake. Sort of Snappy is going to get found out here by B-Stick. Nice lurch from him, completely undetected. Finally a frag for Doto, but gives his position away as well. And this was the Force Buy for ENCE, and it's just achieved nothing so far.
Yeah, most certainly nowhere near what they needed it to, right? I mean, that scout, or they did bring a scout into it right up. I'm pretty sure Snappy had it. Not going to be able to find much. Auto shotty, actually, that's not too bad, right? Because with a shotgun, you're getting an extra 900 bucks. Saving that AK. Maybe he drops one of his teammates, because next round, they should try to accumulate a buy. They don't want to be looking down 15-8, so I assume ENCE are going to try to throw their hat in the ring. But yeah, I mean, this is just really bad scenes here on Nuke.
14-8. So now Sinners are able to actually do what they weren't able to do on Vertigo, which is start winning rounds even though ENCE are able to win a few back. Because they were up 10-2 and then ENCE won 16-11. Like, Sinners just couldn't get back into it. Now here on Nuke, we saw them go up with a really dominant first half scoreline, but and then ENCE won a few back, but now Sinners are getting the rounds back in their favor as well. So on the cusp of closing this map out, it's going to be a save from ENCE so that they can buy up once Sinners have reached 15, but then it's going to be map point for Sinners, and it'll just be such a massive comeback for ENCE to try and make happen. What would be amazing, though, is if they could find a way to win this eco round.
They've already found themselves an opener. I don't know if they're aware that one man is lingering behind these outside smokes. B-Stick, if he can catch the timing on a Dia, then maybe, just maybe, they could start to bring this one back, tapping away through that smoke. Wow, Neofrag gets dinked down to 28 health. They're both spamming through, just desperately trying to find some more damage. I don't know if D has made his presence known. It looks like he has. Yeah, Oscar sticks around to find that trade 4v4. And in comes Spinks. That's his second, now running away, trying to isolate these 1v1 duels, which he's done to almost perfection. The P250 in the vents. I love this. It's a bait and switch setup. How is it going to work? Tagging him up, bagging him up as well. The bomb is dropped. It's 2v3. Neofrag's been able to bring one back. That's the AK being taken down, but Oscar, wow, great play from him, playing the trigger discipline, finding both Dodo and Hades. So the shenanigans will come to an end, and it's up to Snappy, potentially long range on the XM10. And they're going to go back up towards A. Unfortunately for him, he's got the wrong read. So ENCE, they made it look so possible, so doable, but then Neofrag just does Neofrag things. And I mean, even though Oscar's the one who finds two of them, I really think that's up to Neofrag, because if he doesn't find that kill on the Spinks, he's still lingering on around in the single door. 100%. And then you don't see Oscar coming around in that flank. So I don't know. Even though Oscar picks up 4, my hat goes off the Neofrag in this round. 15-8 Sinners on map point. And
that's a good point you make there, Ant. And it just shows sometimes that, you know, you can't just look at numbers to get information. As you say, impact actually came through from Neo's 1 kill, more so than, well, I mean, obviously Oscar's quad kill was, you know, the frags that won the round, but if Neofrag doesn't get that 1 kill, then everything else has to play out completely differently. So far, Sinners have won every single round that they've had an opening pick, which is just a ridiculous statistic, man. 12 opening picks, 12 rounds won, and they only need to win 1 more round here on Nuke to close out the map and take us to Mirage, and it's looking increasingly likely. B-Stick with an aggressive play has caught off 1. B-Head trying to get some frags back there, coming through from Mouth. He'll find the first, but Shock responds by getting the trade.
Thankfully, Snappy brings that kill back to make it a 2v2, and the health is very low in the Sinners camp, so it's not like it's undoable. But it all depends on what Snappy does to finish off this round, right? And if he's about to get timing here, then this could be it. It could be done and dusted, but he flicks over to find Shock. It's 1v2. Hades creeps around the smoke, and ENCE will stay alive on their map pick. It's 9 rounds, but they need 6 more just for overtime.
Oh, man, as you say, ENCE, they stay alive. They have to win another 6 rounds after this, but they're still alive. And it wasn't looking great in that round either. They had the 3 versus 2 that they had to make happen. Sinners found the kills getting onto the A-bomb site, but they can't convert the round just yet. They'll have enough cash to buy up here. Let's see what the Pinnacle betting odds are looking like. 1.55 for ENCE and 2.25 for Sinners. A bit of a shift after they react to the previous round being won. Just looking a little bit into the future, Mirage is the next map. 16 times it's been played by Sinners in the past 3 maps, with a 56% in the past 3 months, with this 56% win rate. ENCE played at 5 with an 80% win rate. Obviously, played at a lot less time, so sample size is smaller. But both teams have what it takes to be competitive on the map.
Yeah, competitive, though, is not the storyline we've seen here. I mean, it has just been a one-sided affair, almost thick and through, sure, with some sprinkled in ENCE rounds in the mix, but that's about it. Dodo spamming through the outside smokes, finding one, Neo frag, going to fall victim. And I said the last round that they did this. I mean, he was the biggest reason in my book that they converted that one, but he's not going to be able to help them convert this one. Because Hades, alongside his teammates, have been able to find 2 kills, 3v5 Snappy looking for something. Oscar jumping up. The op is able to bring one back, get a little bit of reimbursement damage / kills. The bomb, though, falling, and Hades hasn't spotted the man crossing back through the single door. So, in comes the retake. And are they playing this long game? Did he just go up the vents? No, okay. So he's still just holding for that retake, holding for the rotation. But I don't know if I like the setup here from ENCE. I mean, almost all of them are coming in from the ramp position. This is so choreographed. It seems Zedko isolating and annihilating would be the storyline. It would save them, but no, can't find anything. B-Stick able to convert one over towards the single door. Now Hades, he's just taking the bomb. His teammate, they have the human shields. Wow, no, wait, they do. And they got off the bomb. As you said, Hades, no kit. Does he have it?
He picked it up. No, he's picked up the kit. We good.
Oh my, and you can tell by the way they use their walk. They're a CS team, no time to talk. They're staying alive, cruising to a 10th round, but still a long ways to go.
Wow, what a round coming through from ENCE, man. I thought that Sinners, again, even though they were a man down, that they might just be able to get it done in the post-plant. And we're going to be seeing a timeout called here by Sinners. So let's use this opportunity to give Pinnacle some love. If you guys are watching this game right now and you think you know your stuff, well then head over to pinnacle.com/odds, where you can find the latest in-play odds for this game right here. Sinners versus ENCE. You can bet on this match, and there's a variety of markets that you can wager on as well. So it's not just like you can bet on the outcome of the game. Also, a promotion's being run. If you bet €10, you can get €10 back if you use the code CUP21 when you sign up. So that's it for you, for your information on any wagers you might consider making. Oh no, they've dropped the 100% win rate, and they got the opening pick in the previous round, but they weren't able to convert it. They've also won 6 out of 8 full buy versus force buy rounds. So that means they've dropped, they've lost to 2 force buy rounds, which actually isn't great.
Now, they're the ones taking an eco, hence they are starting to make this look just a little more doable. Convert this one, you're looking at a 4-round gap. Oh no, Hades, okay, thankfully trades that out before things get too chaotic, so only 1 kill comes in, and at least it's good for them because that was the only outside player. Surely they don't know that, but still. That's not an area that they're going to have to be too worried about being under siege just yet. However, Ramp Room, I cannot say the same about. Snappy on the A1S, once again about to be tested, spams for 2. He sees one crossing to hell. Hades has got the kill, and this is wrapped up. Put a bow tie on it. ENCE have got 11, and we're back to a 4-round gap. We were once here before. Now we're here again. This time, ENCE in the driver's seat.
I don't know if I don't know if I can take this, let alone the people who are watching this game right now and supporting Sinners and ENCE. Like, oh man, what a game to have in the 2-0 bracket here of the Swiss stage in the Pinnacle Cup as well. Whoever wins this game, guys, secures themselves a spot in the playoffs next week. What a massive opportunity here in the $100,000 prize pool Pinnacle Cup II tournament.
Speaking of surprises, right? And little surprising here for the side of Sinners. I mean, maybe putting up a little more fight than they had initially expected coming into some of these rounds, and it doesn't look like they're ready to quell that fire just yet. And as the fire fades away in towards Hot Spinks, he is so close to maybe spotting out the legs of Shot, trying to spam him down, and he will. Good opener, actually, it's Hades to steal it away. Smoke dropped on their feet. There's not even so much damage dealt in nade. takes him away, and they know there was still a man here spamming. Neofrag's gonna find one spinning around, only gets the dink, 3v3. Things are falling so desperately scary, but hold on a second, hold your horses, cause ENCE, they brought it back, and it's a 12th round, maybe another eco for Sinners, but they are making a very big case for themselves to maybe sweep this one back, bring us to OT. 15-12 now. Doesn't all that look so impossible, or doesn't look all that so impossible?
No, it certainly doesn't. I mean, where is this ENCE in the entire map? Like, when ENCE is on, they look so good. Look at the prediction track and the prediction tracker. 93% chance for Sinners to win this from here. Maybe it didn't respond to the previous round being won yet, but now they're ecoing the Czech Republic team. Very aggressive outside. Dia's been caught off. Not a good way for ENCE to start off this round. They only need 3 more to take this to overtime. Sinners, they can do this with Eco. Doto's the next line of contention.
No!
Oh my god, he's been decimated. Snappy's in position though. Sinners might not be aware of this. They continue to make their way forward. Can Hades find one? Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Snappy. Oh god. On the fadeaway, he finds the shots, but Hades would... Oh, no, wait, what? They've spotted each other. What is the reaction speed? Beestick still finds the kill. And now Sinners, where do they go with the bomb? The bomb's gone back towards Secret. Oscar's going towards A because Shock's towards Ramp. Spinks is in heaven.
So chaotic.
ENCE need to win the round.
And Oscar's doubled back down. As you said, bomb on his back. Still, it seems undecided where to go. Spinks, though, he might be able to catch timing on him if he plays his cards right. 50 seconds. What are they doing? Oh, Spinks, no! He got timing himself. He's been spotted. Shock knows that there's a CT lingering around in heaven. Now he's just trying to find an angle. This is the difference maker right here. But, oh, I don't know if he spotted him out, but he drops down towards the bomb site and does it silently at that. So, 35 seconds to go, and Hades is now recovering some fallen ground towards Secret. They are going to be forced in to take A. So, that's honestly the best case scenario for the side of ENCE here, because both of them are now here to defend. 25 seconds to go, and Oscar now moving into Mini. If Hades catches him, then this round is just done and dusted. Put a bow tie on it again. Still too close for ENCE to be comfortable with, though. 15 seconds now left on the clock.
Oh
Hades, that's it. It's done. They don't even have to peek out. Sinners.
Wow.
They bring it close, but no cigar. Now the gap decreases to 2. The shortest it's been for a very, very long time. And ENCE, can they do it again?
What a massive round for ENCE to win. It seemed like Sinners with the eco had done enough. Those Desert Eagle shots were just resounding, man. They get the 5v3, but ENCE pull it all the way back, courtesy of Hades. The quad kill with the AWP. He's been very quiet here on Nuke so far, but that's a massive round from him. And ENCE just have to win 2 more rounds to take this to overtime. Sinners, they can still close this out in regulation as well.
They can. 2 more opportunities to do so. Dia, I feel like he's come alive alongside a lot of his other teammates in this series.
Yeah, like the whole ENCE team has, right? Everybody stepped up in this comeback.
Man, it's still not completed just yet. I mean, and you got to think back, right? Some of these small 1v1s that ENCE just barely weren't able to convert their way. If they can't bring this map back, this comeback falls short of the finish right here, right now, you got to imagine what they're going to feel in Neofrag. The game sense, the awareness. He knows Dia is sitting in garage. He knows there's a kill to be had. He picks it up cleanly. Quick 4v5, Hades. Lingering around that hell area, waiting for somebody. Oh my lord.
He got timing. Though.
Yeah, thankfully.
Knows there's a player in the corner there. Snappy here supporting Hades with these fights at range outside. Spinks times in with one of his own. Oh, no. Neofrag nearly actually catches the AWPer off guard. It's a 4v4. What do Sinners have to show for it? They got the bomb making its way in towards Secret. Not committed, though. They still have options available because there's a player who's gotten out Squeaky Door, by the way. It's Shock. Oh, but he's been taken down by Spinks. Huge kill coming through from the Israeli there just to maintain control of the A site. But Neofrag finds his 27th of the map. Does he continue to commit to Kawincha? He does, and he loses his life as a result. But Sinners have at least been able to get the bomb onto the side here, and with Oscar, open hand, bomb planted as well, he can play from the silo here, and he can be an absolute nightmare for the team to deal with. There we go. He finds the first, but Hades will find the trade, and now Zedco to clutch.
1v2, and I don't know if they're aware of where he's positioned around. They have one man rotating in through vents, but when do they clear this out? Hades, has he barely spotted his head? I think he has. Spinks, it looks like he's weary of him being here, jiggling around both of these angles. I feel like they got to clear this out together. Spinks has been gifted a free 1v1, looking the wrong way. Hades, it's up to you, my friend. And he's just going to stick to the diffuser. Is he? Molly on the bomb. Oh my god, Hades! There's no way! He sticks it! And ENCE stay alive! And the worst case is, Zedco falls too! The money, it's trash! Sinners! 1 round is the difference between them taking us to a map 3 or ENCE pulling off another comeback.
My goodness gracious me, I can't believe that ENCE have been able to fight all the way back. 6 consecutive rounds won, man. What on earth? They were down 11-4 at the half. They were then able to fight back, but then Sinners, it seemed like they had buried the game. They went up 15-8. ENCE now need to just win one more round and they will take us to overtime. They can then win the series 2-0. Looks like Sinners want to try and turn up the pace here. Very aggressively pushing in towards a ramp. Snappy's got a job to do. He's been good so far throughout this half. He's got support from Hades as well. They'll both be adding frags to the count. Oh, Snappy's doubled down. It's a disaster. We're going to overtime. Sinners have choked again. They haven't been able to close the game out just like on Vertigo. This time they go even further. They get all the way to map point, but they still can't get across the line. And ENCE now have a chance to close this out 2-0.
Are you kidding me? Hayes, I told you, I asked you, do you want to die on that hill? And you might be dying on it here today. Because ENCE, they have pulled it off once again. They brought it all the way back. Overtime now on the cards. Who is taking this, man? I just got to say, if Sinners cross the line in overtime, I feel like that is a heartbreaker for ENCE.
It would be. I mean, think about how heartbreaking it would be for Sinners, though, if ENCE win this 2-0.
True.
I mean, I feel like that would be even more heartbreaking. Sinners, they can still win this map and take us to a decider, and, I mean, heck, we started off the day with a 60-round map between MIBR and Young Ninjas.
We gonna end it the same way?
Maybe we do, baby. Let's find out.
Smoke getting ready to fade.
The problem with X-Warrior and Wild Deity is they weren't taking chances to go and make coffee. We'll take shifts, and right now, Diha, well, he hasn't clocked out because he continues to frag, man. Through the smoke, he continues to do damage onto Shock.
4v5, great opener for the side of ENCE and great damage alongside it. It's forced Sinners into a very uncomfortable position, and once again, they want to test the waters at Ram Snappy. He has just been an absolute pest to deal with on this side of the map. They have not been able to take him down in these initial fights once, I believe. Hades now flashed off of the angle. Gonna flash himself back in, go for the kill, but Oscar's off is reined in for 1. However, I think the information's been given over to Snappy, who once can't convert a shot, sitting in the fire and the flames, and the success that ENCE started off with has gone the opposite direction. It is Spinks and Dodo to try and make this one work, and obviously you go for it. MR16 OT, hell! Throw your hat in the ring, give it a shot, but they're throwing their hat into another round, and Sinners, they have taken the lead right back, 16-15.
They can't win the first round of overtime after they couldn't win 7 rounds in regulation. They were up 15-8, they needed to win 1, they couldn't, they win the first in OT. And it's nothing special either. They just take the fights into ramp. I think that ENCE got ahead of themselves as well. They took way too many fights there. Hades re-aggressing. Snappy taking the extended fight. Not necessary at all, man. And they lost all their fights as well. Maybe that will give Sinners the spring in their step.
Yeah, maybe that's what they needed to start to close this one out. But as I say that, Hades gets another kill.
And then their burst here. Oh my god. Into the A site. They're trying to go right now, but Spinks and Doto deny them. Shock and Oscar, the only 2 players left remaining. And they've got no choice but to try and force the issue in towards A ramp here. But Snappy's using all the audio cues right now. Steps out, appears, and takes down both of the kills. ENCE back to winning ways. 16-16. This game is alive, and...
Yeah, everybody for ENCE is woken up. They're all ready to start making these big plays. And whoa. Dude, not again. I want to... Do we know what that was? It the apex of things? Just Jesus.
Well, I mean, clearly it was around 99% at Sinners for 1 point.
No surprise. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, they're up 15-8.
Jesus, man.
Oh,
and they call a timeout. Again, I mean, they got to talk things over. I feel like the smiles have turned to frowns, have turned to frustration in the camp of Sinners and confusion. What do they do? How do they bring this one back? I mean, I say bring this one back because now your backs are the ones that are against the ropes, right? I mean, even though it's tied up 16-16, everything is going against you right now. You're all in your own heads. We were up 15-8, 1 round. Then we pick up the first in overtime. Like, we couldn't have done that in regulation. Everybody, I feel like, isn't in the greatest of headspace right now. But, I mean, I will say, they were able to mentally reset to come into this map. maybe that timeout will help them do the same thing coming into this round. Because all in all, coming into both of these maps, they started them off fairly well.
That's true. Oh man, what I will say, Ant, is I thought that Hades was supposed to like sinners. I thought he was the god of the underworld, but he's been punishing the sinners here. He's been destroying the sinners. He's been cleansing the world of the sinners in the series.
Oh, wow.
And Beastic, what on earth has happened? ENCE have taken every fight possible in the early stages of the round. They've won every single fight as well. And it's only Beastic left. And not a single...
Oh. Pause, champ.
You know what I was going for there, man?
Let's hear it.
Not a single point of damage had been done up until that point, but Beastic, well, he gets himself a couple kills, but that's all it'll be. ENCE, they get themselves the lead here on the CT side, and they go up 17-16. And they need to win 2 rounds on the T side to close out the map. Look at this aggression from ENCE. We haven't seen this in the entire half from them, man.
Let me tell you something, Hayes.
Yes.
This is the first time this entire game ENCE has had a lead.
Wow. Are you... What? The entirety on Nuke?
Entirety of Nuke. They lost the pistol on
No, you're
CT
right.
side.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's crazy, man. The first time, and it's in overtime. And it feels like they've got all the momentum behind them as well. When we keep in mind they were down 15-8. The heck, they were down 11-4, and...
Were they?
Yeah, at the half time.
You know,
up
usually
11-4.
You check the half score line, you're like, oh, 11-4 going on to your CT side. Yes, this should be done.
Game over.
Nope. Man, this is crazy. I just keep saying that over and over again, but I just can't believe this. This is the second time in a row. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing you see.
That's really aggressive from Shock, and they don't even really have any follow-up defense here towards Ramp. Zedko's been forced back. Hades has taken down Neofrag. Oh, man. This is looking like ENCE could be getting themselves to map and series point. Oscar with the AWP with the trigger discipline. What's that?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, it would be match point indeed, and exactly. Not map. Match. Map and match.
Match series.
Match series. Beastic finds Hades, and it's a 3 versus 3 retake for the Sinners. Let's see what they got in store for us here, man. Yeah.
They make noise coming down the vent, so they're going to be completely ready for this to come in. And alongside that, the flash will let them know that there's definitely 2 players over towards the side of things. And if Spinks finds this kill, we honestly just might see the round start to get wrapped up.
That's huge,
that headshot comes in. I cannot see Sinners bringing this one back, to be completely honest with you. Glass and Oscar, though, hits the shot of a lifetime. Still, though, they've got to come out into a crossfire that doesn't favor them, but it makes... Oh, wait, never mind. He didn't find that kill, Oscar. 1v2, he gets one of them, but the trade is instantaneous. Dude. And Spinks has put... match, map, series, every single advantage in ENCE's camp. 2 chances to close this out. Sinners, they had 7 to bring it home. Let's see if ENCE can do it with 2.
What on earth are we witnessing right now? I actually don't know. I can't believe what we're seeing. If ENCE win this 2-0, that would be some of like 2 back-to-back comebacks, man. From being down 10-2 on the first map and 15-8 in the second, you win the series 2-0. No one would have ever guessed that. And Spinks just goes so huge in the previous round as well. Those trades are just worth their weight in gold. And it looks like ENCE want to try and finish this off with the brute force approach. Oh no, the missed HE grenade. That was a team HE grenade. D has taken so much damage from that.
And Beastic, look at this angle. There's no way they're checking this, or rather, there's no way they're expecting this early up. They're waiting for a push, and if it doesn't come in, I just doubt them clearing this. Yeah, you see, coming out with a molly in hand. The trade is in, but... very little HP to do it with. Still 4v4 nonetheless. And Neofrag has given his position away over towards the A-bomb site, though Shock is ready to shock the world on his AWP towards the ramp. Has found one. Almost hits the second. They're deathly close, scarily close as well. And Oscar's posted up on a deep ramp angle. If he gets a little more aggressive, Spinks, that could have been his kill, but he misses the timing. So now... Sinners, they walk away with a man advantage, information, health advantage, in anything they could possibly want to try and get at least one more round under their belt. And with 55 seconds to go, or rather 45 seconds, they're going to take things back towards A. Neofrag and Oscar, they're still both here posted up to hold. And if they take care of Neofrag or Oscar, things get deathly scary. back to an even Steven standpoint, but the health, it is so low. It's just not there. Molly comes in. They can't run through it. No, it doesn't come in. It's
Molly.
missed.
Yeah, that's problematic because it means all 3 of these ENCE players are going to be able to get down or at least out into the bomb site. The question is whether they go down the vent or not. And yes, they will be going down the vent. Shock, though, has his AWP trained towards the squeaky door. He's dropped Snappy, dropped the bomb, and there's only 20 HP and 23 health from these 2 players respectively. Hades will at least find the trade, but Zedco's rotated in position. There we go. Sinners winning a round back. Need to win another now to take this to another set of OT. And I told you, man, we started off today with the 60-round map. It was 131-29 by Young Ninjas. We could be finishing it off with 1 as well, man. Like, ENCE, they can close it out here, but Sinners, we can't count them out yet.
I don't know, man. That is the first Sinners round in, I believe... Hold on.
No, they won 1 in overtime already.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oops.
But before that, since it was 15-8. So, yeah.
Nobody can seemingly close out these advantages they've been given on T side. It's almost impossible, it feels. But, well,
are we going to another set of OT, Ant? Or ENCE closing this out 2-0?
I think ENCE are about to close this one out. I do.
All right.
I really do.
I didn't really like their approach in the previous round. Let's see what they're going to be doing this time. They struggled on their T side in regulation. And that previous round, like I said, wasn't very convincing. This time, numbers outside. And early presence as well. Not slowing it down. Oh my god. Snappy, get your gun out for God's sake. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's audacious from Snappy.
And Spinks
to
drop down the vent. Snappy gets another kill. It's 3v5. Sure, a shot's been rained off and they get some damage back, but Oscar, he's going to have to make the hero play of a lifetime, getting 1. They're wrapping him down, goes back in for the peek, doesn't get the kill. They're still pushing him. They want this kill. They want it badly.
No,
Hayes gets the bolt. It's 2v2. Hayes, he's hitting himself in the ass for that one, and Shock puts an advantage in CT favor. 1v2. Hades, he knows there's one over towards Hell. He's just going to test the waters over at B once again. Bomb will be allowed to go down with a man quickly coming down the vents.
Hades has to clutch this, man. He has to make this up to his team for the TK. Trying to get himself off the side right now. He spotted 1 towards ramp. He knows that there was the other on the A side, like you said, so he has to be confident. He could be coming through from the vent, but V-Stick hits the shot straight away. 18-18. We're going to another set of overtime. It seemed like ENCE had done enough. Snappy found the first 2 picks in the round. He made it the 5v3. You said Oscar needed to be a heroic, or he needed to be the hero of the moment. He was able to find 2, but it still seemed like ENCE had done enough with the trade once it came through, but then the TK meant it was a 2v2. And Sinners closed it out. And we're going into OT once again.
That is something that can't happen, especially at such a crucial moment in the game. Hades, I kind of want to see his player cam. I feel like he's definitely hitting himself over that one. That is just so unfortunate.
Has to put it behind him, man.
True.
ENCE, they found 13 opening picks and they've won 70, and they've been able to convert 13 of their opening picks into a round win out of 17. So that's an okay conversion rate. And look at this aggression through from ENCE in this first gun round. The problem is Diha hasn't been able to get down. The bomb has been dropped though, but Oscar with the AWP meets Snappy. Oh, it's a shutdown from Sinners. It's clean, man. Oh, okay. I mean, Sinners, they could be on course to win this map and take us to a decider. We might not be done anytime soon here, man.
Oh no, man. Hades, though, I don't think he's ready to give this one up just yet. Picking up a nice headshot in reimbursement, taking care of Neo Frag, but still, 4 CTs defined. He's at least got Dodo behind him for a second. As soon as we switched to Dodo, I actually thought he was like a CT playing trigger discipline, but still making noise towards A, trying so desperately to isolate these duels. They're not getting anything up. Sinners are playing so disciplined, and B-Stick's going to take the headshot that he's been given for free. It's Dodo in the 1 versus 4, and Zedco is posted up. It seems like he knows exactly where he's about to come in from. He won't be given the angle. In fact, he won't be given anything. Just barely not going to be able to spot out his head. And as he moves closer in to take the duel, even if he finds it, his information will be given away. It'll be leaked all over the internet. But still, doesn't take any damage. I guess that's something to look forward to. But in comes the AWP of Shock, but B-Stick's the one to steal away the kill. And Sinners almost keep it clean for the most part of that round, but they'll walk away with a 19th instead, and now the lead goes back into their hands.
It does. I mean, that's going to be giving them a nice boost of confidence. They win the first round of OT number 2. And ENCE, they just try the super aggressive strat there, right? But they just get shut down by the AWPs, essentially. Try and push their way in towards Secret and catch the CTs off guard. But Sinners are better than that, man. You're gonna have to be a little bit more detailed and complex in your approach than that.
That's true. I mean, they found a lot of early success getting down the vents early, but right after they just get unluckily spammed through the smoke. The op of Oscar's too much to overcome. Well, the A-bomb site doesn't seem like it's too much to overcome because they easily find the 2 openers that they need to pretty much lock in this round. I mean, smokes are still bloomed, right? They've barely just thrown their utility into the bomb site to keep them locked out. Sinners, again, 3v5. MR16, you might as well go for the retake. I mean, you're going with 2 ops, though, so some of these oppers are going to have to pull out their deagles. Only 1 rifle to go around the buy. Another smoke comes in towards Mini, and Oscar's just going to be locked out. An insult to injury. Dodo's about to come in to find Shock with a pinfold on a flashbang. Getting another kill. 2v5. It is clean so far from ENCE. Squeaky like Mr. Clean. And the smokes are still bloomed in Mini. By the way, Oscar is not yet to be able to see anybody. Shuts it down as soon as it fades.
How long was he waiting there for, man? That's just so unfortunate. And Doto, well, he clears Neofrag, but he actually doesn't get the kill cleanly. And Neofrag will be able to keep his AK. Because both himself and Spinks run out of ammo and just look lovingly into each other's eyes. 19-19. ENCE able to win a round back. I was a little bit worried there for a second, but who's going to be taking the advantage into the second half is the question. ENCE. And, rather, if ENCE can win this round, surely they close the game out, right? Because both of these teams have been finding majority of their rounds on the CT side so far. So if ENCE can double down and find a second round on the T side, that would just be magical.
I'm with you there. I think that's completely right. Oh my, Oscar's eating mollies and nades galore.
Beautiful combo.
See you later. No impact in the last, sitting behind the smoke. No impact in this. Eats grenades to oblivion. Beastic, though, finding 2. Playing the hero that they need, and Hades has also fallen. Coming in for the trade. It's Spinks, only finding 1, and Zedko puts it in a clutch situation. Snappy. He's gotten 2 big kills before for the side of ENCE. Can he do it again when they need it the most? They're not necessarily at trade angles, but it doesn't matter because Shock is going to pick up the op to win a 20th round for the Sinners, who keep the lead in their favor going to the second half. The defensive ENCE, how will it fare out?
Well, they need to win all 3 rounds on the CT side of overtime if they're going to be winning the map here. They need to win 2 to secure another set of overtime. Sinners, on the other hand, they only need to win 1 round to secure themselves another set of OT. So maybe they can still close this out. Look at Oscar. He's got 34 kills, man. Top of the server. No one even on 30 frags yet for ENCE.
This is crazy, man. It is just so back and forth. And whoever wins this round honestly could dictate who takes this map away. I don't think we're going to be going to a 3rd overtime. I really don't.
Yeah.
Something just tells me.
Okay, well, I mean, your instinct's been pretty good so far in our cast today. Doto, he's going to get caught off guard on the timing. B-Stick, oh, he can't double down, but surely Spinks gets traded out here. Yeah, he does indeed. There's no response here. Hades tries to get it, but he doesn't actually fire off the shot. It's a 3v4. Sinners take commanding control of the safe bomb site, and Diha will fall. Tries to just go for the dry peek. He's lost his life. Sinners, they're going to be securing themselves another set of OT here, and there's nothing ENCE can do about it. It's 21-19. Sinners get another 2 map points here on Nuke.
Hold on, though. Snappy, he might still have something to say about the situation. Maybe not as much anymore. 1 HP, Shock will be able to take care of him. And as I said, I don't think this is going to a 3rd overtime. And, you know, I'll stick by that one. 21-19. 1 opportunity, or rather, you know, 5 kills is all they need to close it out. Again, though, I will say they had 7 of them in regulation on this exact same side, almost this exact same way. And hence, we're still able to bring it back. So maybe they can do it again and repeat the magic to keep themselves in this match. Rather, not in this match, but in this map. Keep Sinners in this match.
Oh, man. What a game this has been so far. Let's see if Sinners can finally close this out and take us to Mirage as the decider, or whether ENCE still have what it takes to continue to fight. Right now, the fight is towards A ramp, or rather just ramp in general. Snappy and Hades finding kills, meaning it's the CT side who have got the advantage. But Sinners have been able to take some control, and it looks like they're going to force themselves into the B bomb site here. Doto's responded, so he'll get some audio cues, and he'll probably be calling for the support to come through soon enough. He ticks to the molly, though. Oh, that's a big problem. Now it's even numbers game.
I don't think, I don't know how good this retake is going to go. Diaz about to walk into the off of Oscar. What? How does he not get that kill? The nade does even more damage, so he is lucky to be alive. a glimmer of hope for the side of ENCE, because if they lose that player, this honestly might be done and dusted. And with Hades finding that kill, the threat is severely tame, or at least more tame than it once was. Going in for the repeat, he'll spot out Neo, but Shock, even though he's been spotted out, Spinks has got to isolate both of these duels. He drops the smoke to try and do just that. Finds the one headshot. It's 1v1. Neo's dropped down. He's been hurt. Nate goes in, but time, it's ticking. It's done. We're going to a map 3. Sinners take us to Mirage.
Wow, finally they're able to close it out. They had 7 map points in regulation, but you know what? They just wanted to spice it up a little bit. They get the job done in the second set of OT. And as you say, and we're going to Mirage to see who will be claiming that spot in the playoffs. But before that, a 10-minute break. Sinners, ENCE, Mirage, and a spot in the playoffs. That's what we've got right here in the series in the Pinnacle Cup, guys. This is the Swiss stage, and both of these teams have won 2 matches to be in the 2-0 bracket, and whoever wins this map right here will secure themselves a spot in the playoffs of the Pinnacle Cup. We began the series a lifetime ago on Vertigo. Sinners were up 10-2. ENCE won the map 16-11. Then we shift into Nuke, ENCE's map pick, but guess what? Sinners go up 15-8. ENCE come back and bring the game to overtime. Then we go into a second overtime where eventually Sinners close out the map 22-19, which means we are now here on Mirage to see who will be claiming that playoff spot. My name is Hayes. I'm joined by Ant, and I couldn't be more excited for this map.
Yeah, this series has been an absolute roller coaster so far, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Right, coming into Mirage, I feel like this could be a strong suit for both teams. Now, we're not necessarily going into the territory of a team's best map or worst map, right? Because, you know, map 1, Vertigo, Sinner's best, and it's a second best. Then it's vice versa going into Nuke. I believe it's somewhere around the area of everybody's, you know, next map in succession going down the line, but I don't know if that's going to matter coming into the pistol, because Shock's already opened things up pretty damn well. 5v4, and the A-bomb site's been left weak, and Dodo, he's getting aggressive. He wants to find one of these kills, find something back for the fallen teammate of his soldier. Jaya, not able to do anything. And the bomb now going down will cement that 5v4 retake. Everybody now has armor for the ENCE retaking squad. And the kill will come back. Snappy able to bring one alongside Hades. It's 3v3, still equalizing kills, staying alive. But Neofrag finally puts another advantage in team favor, but there he falls. These are just back and forth kills. Now Snappy 1v2. He knows where both of them are. He isolates the 1v1s, taps away for one, and gets the second. There is no other way I'd want this pistol than a roller coaster like that was, and ENCE are going to walk away with the first.
I'm so glad you say that, Ant. It's just indicative of how this entire series has been so far, a roller coaster ride. It's Snappy the IGL who opens up his account with the triple kill and gets his team on the board. Oh, I love seeing IGLs taking the responsibility on their own shoulders and getting the job done single-handedly. Oh, man, okay. What a way to kick off Mirage. Sinners, they're going to be forcing straight back into it after they find the bomb plump but lose the pistol round. Both of these teams have had good form on Mirage. Sinners, they've beaten solid teams, man. Recently as well. Teams like Entropic. They beat Fiend on the map. Sprouts as well. On the flip side, ENCE have been also looking very hot on the map. They beat Furia, Ant. They beat Furia on Mirage recently. They also beat 16-8, by the way. But that was for the Gamers Without Borders tournament, so keep in mind that was for a charity event. ENCE beat Endpoint 16-14. They beat Hyenas and AGF, so both of these teams have had good results on the map, which means it's exactly what we want. It's going to be a closely contested affair here in the decider of the series.
Yeah, that's exactly, I think, the way that both of us want it. Said, go, wow, deletes Dodo on Catwalk. And this forced by, honestly, after that kill comes headshot.
That's sexy.
One taps Hades, man.
That is sexy.
This is still just showing you how damn close this game is going to be. It's kind of mimicking the series so far. What once looked like it was going to be a quick mop-up from one of these teams instantly flips on its head every time we see it. Finally, a kill comes back for the ENCE camp, but there's still more that must be done if they want to make this one work. 3v4 made 2v4 as Oscar is now ripped apart one of the last B defenders. Still one man to go, but I don't know how much of a fight Spinks is going to be able to put up. Whew.
All right. Yeah, round over. Sinners with the force buy. Just get the job straight done. No problem. No questions asked. Shock just destroys ENCE with some great shooting towards mid, man. And that one tap was just sublime.
Saving this AWP would be huge, too.
Exactly. Diha going to do his utmost to take this weapon into the next round, but he won't be able to. Oh, no. Shock. Oh,
yes,
no. You look so damn good. Okay, there we go. And
he gets away with murder.
Talking about roller coasters, man.
We'll be riding this one a couple of times, it seems, Days.
Look at the odds. Dude, there was a time where the odds for ENCE in overtime were like 1.1. So it's just gone all over tonight, man. We get to see the series comparison here. We'll probably have to bring this up a few times, but 249 kills. Oh, all right, never mind. We're getting into the round here. We'll have a look at it when we get another opportunity. Sinners, well, they're going up against a force buy now. So let's see if ENCE with these Desert Eagles can try and answer back.
Well, I mean, we've seen him do it before with this exact amount of weaponry. I mean, I think we have, right? I remember, I feel like back to Vertigo, a couple of eco rounds were won by
Yeah, I think so, man. I think there were a few force buys won there.
Now, sorry, I'm worrying about 5 different things at once, but ENCE, I feel like they're going to have to worry about 5 different things at once, and you know, each of those 5 things is B-Stick, Neofrag, Zedco, Oscar, and Shock.
Exactly. Those are some pretty serious problems to have to deal with, and oh man, what a game this has been. I just can't believe how it swung from end to end. And this is, finally we got what we expected at the top of the broadcast. We said this is going to be back and forth. We said this is going to have overtimes, and this is going to be a 3-map series. And all of those things have come to fruition so far here, man. The game that's provided it all. Blockbuster match here between Sinners and ENCE.
All right, well, here's the thing. It looks like they're about to test this B-bomb site, and I believe there's 3 men over towards this side of the map. At least it was until Spinks turned his back around. Dieto bringing one back, keeps it. I guess even Stevens in the entire count of the round, but I don't know how much further. This one's going to be going maybe a bit further because Hades finds 2. Locking down the B defense, letting his teammates come in, and once again the time, 18 seconds. It might just be a game of denying that bomb plant, but Zedco, he's posted up telling his teammate, man, look, just get it down. You have to. You desperately need to. And they're rushing him down, but they can't find the kill in time. And Oscar, door normalcy to the T side. Barely picking it up, but they pick it up nonetheless. 2-1 for the Sinners.
How good has Oscar been this evening, man? He's just... he has been on top form. In the entire series as well. He's got 56 kills in the first 2 maps.
Yup.
22 and 11 on Vertigo, where they lost 16-11, and then he goes 35 and 24. Oh no, 34 and 28 on Nuke. So he's been great so far, man. And watching Oscar perform at this level, oh god, it's a spectacle to behold, to say the least.
I guess you could say it was a nuclear performance from him. Shocking as well. Go ahead, Ace.
Nah. Not dignifying that with a response, mate. You're alone on that one. I'm letting that one sit.
Slipping away. Speaking of it, looks like Sinners might make ENCE slip another round away. Neofrag getting up close and personal on the MP5. Not a weapon we see too often, and he's picked up 3. Looking for the 4th, but it's the Glock that might be the one to do it. No, B-Stick on the recovered M4 is going to be the one to take care of Diaz. So 1v5. Hades won't be getting very far into this round. In fact, the only far place he'll be going is 6 feet underground. As Sinners exceed to a 3-1 lead, their T side so far looking pretty good.
It is. I mean, they lost the pistol round, but ever since they actually picked up those AKs, it's been a completely different story. And let's not forget, they went up 10-2 on Vertigo. They should have won that map. They went up 15-8 on Nuke. They should have won that map comfortably.
Not again.
Like, Sinners have been the better team in terms of, like, from the get-go, you know? ENCE have always been playing from behind, fighting back, having to make ridiculous comebacks. Like, Sinners have been coasting for the most part. Let's see if that's going to be the same case here on Mirage. First full gun round. Diha could get caught off guard by the timing here. Just depends on how far Neofrag goes. Yeah, he hears the footsteps, so he takes Diha down on the timing. Work to be done here on the A-bomb side as well. It's frags being traded back and forth. The glass cannon AWP of Hades has rattled off a shot and found a frag as well.
3v3, they still look intent on taking this A-bomb site, but I believe there's another Molotov to go over towards the ticket area, and he doesn't have a smoke to put himself out, so he's just got to try and burn, pray to God that they're not holding him, and they aren't, so... Now they'll be able to get a little bit of a stranglehold on this A-bomb site. Spinks, though, looks like he might have something else to say, almost peeking in through jungle, and he will peek in, but nobody's home just yet, now spotted out running away. It's very, very iffy for the side of Sinners because there's no more util, right? There's a flashbang, but that's it. Anywhere they plant is going to be in the open, either in the open to the op in towards CT, or the M4 on catwalk and in towards jungle. So they've got to take care of one of these players, and then comes that plant. Is he going to swing out? It looks like Snappy will, but at the wrong time. So... they will be able to get down to that post plant and get away for almost scot-free. Only one bullet is exchanged out of this T side in the interaction, and now they just start to slow it down.
Yeah. Don't have a kit though, so time is absolutely of the essence here. Util starting to rein in as well. They're establishing where these Sinners players are set up right now. Snappy blinded up will find a kill. Beautiful from Spinks as well. All on Neofrag. He's been phenomenal throughout the series, but he won't have any impact here in the post plot. What a retake that is from ENCE. I thought they were going to really struggle there, and considering they didn't have the kit to work with, but they're actually able to make it happen with a little bit of time to spare as well.
So, Hayes.
Yes.
Let me give you a mind-boggling stat, right? In the first half of any of these games, this entire series in the first half, this is the closest it's been.
That's true. I mean, what? The first half on Vertigo was a 10-5?
Yep.
And 11-4 on Nuke as well. I mean, so
I believe
in both of the maps we've had so far, it's been Sinners who have by far had the better first half.
Yeah, and, you know, they're still kind of having the better first half right now. You know, picking up those 3 rounds. ENCE finally able to reimburse themselves with one, but they're by no means out of the woods just yet. Still dealing with 4 AKs in the AWP on the back of Oscar. Zedco, he might be able to find the opener here onto Dia once again, but oh no, he repositions. Now Dia's going to be able to spot him through the smoke. Oh, Zedco, I thought he was going to be phasing it there for a second, but no, instead gives up the opener to the CT side. ENCE on top in this one, looking for more. The flash comes in, and Dia gets a second 3v5. Now in comes Spinks from catwalk. Oscar puts a kill back in the pocket of Sinners. Still more to find if they want to convert this round, and Snappy actually somehow gets taken down. Shock, beautiful kill to open up the B bomb site, and now you can see ENCE, they're pulling themselves on huge rotations. Shock, if he just finds one more kill, then Sinners honestly might just lock in this round. Look at Oscar sprinting in from the B apartments. Flash might come inbound to try and help him cross. They spot out the gun barrel of Dodo, though. Or, I'm sorry, Dia. I feel like he definitely has. Yeah, the smoke goes exactly in that area. Now posted up, he spots him running out. Playing a ring around the rosy on the bomb site, but Oscar's going to come out on top. Bomb should be allowed to be planted, and with 35 seconds to go, it's a retake from Market and Apps. But minus the Market player.
Hades seemed like he might have been aware of it. I think he was actually just trying to make his way back to a bit of safety, but he ends up falling to Neofrag, and that means Doto, well, he's got no option here but to consider just saving this AK. What a round for Sinners as they get back to winning ways. Oscar just continues to be sublime with his AWP, man. He's got really good awareness as well, and it's no surprise considering the amount of experience that he's got, but it just feels like, you know, 7 out of 10 players just run across the window there. They jump across. They don't actually stop and pause and, you know, make sure that they think about the fact that the angle could be held. You got your teammate in the sight, you got the bomb in your back, your tunnel vision into the plant. And yeah, of course, a couple pros will be aware of it, but it's just good to see that he's conscious of all these things going on right now. And he's hitting some nutty shots as well. And Sinners, well, Ant, I think they're going to win the match from here. I don't know what you think, man. What's your take?
Who, ENCE or Sinners?
No, I think Sinners are.
Really?
Yeah, I think Sinners are going to win this 2-1.
You know, I said, you know, because, you know, we're dying on graves, right? We're dying on the hills we stand on. Okay. I did say coming into the series, before Vertigo even started, if it goes to a map 3, I can't see ENCE dropping it. So I will say, I'm thinking we're going to see an ENCE 2-1.
Well, at least you're an honorable man. The question is, are you a correct man?
Morally, no.
Oh, God. Yeah, you hear all about that in our breaks. Eco around here for ENCE. Barely anything going for them besides Doto, who was able to save that AK from the previous round. He has got a Desert Eagle. Chance here as well? Nah. B-Stick buries him. And Doto is on the complete opposite side of the map as to where Sinners are right now, so he can't do anything with the AK. Spinks, he's gonna say, guys, maybe can we get some rotations?
Please, smile. No? Okay, that's fine. Well, Sinners, quick 5th round for themselves. Is the AK actually sending it itself in? It is, okay, so he'll find 1 kill, but I cannot assume he's going to stick around for more, right? Keep money built up, maybe drop an AWP over to Hades if he can't afford it. He should be able to, right? But, you know, you save your AK, you drop one of your teammates, your buy is all of a sudden a lot better. Snappy. Nice off angle here, but he misses his one opportunity. And if he finds that kill, I mean, they're walking into the next round with potentially 2 AK-47s, and that wouldn't have been too shabby, but now they got to pray to get this other one.
I mean, Dodo at least, yeah, fighting his way through here, right? Trying to keep this AK alive. Shock, not going to be making that a possibility or allowing that to be the case. He has just been so damn good here on Mirage. He's got 9 kills already. Just absolutely tearing ENCE apart.
Yeah, and they just, after that opening, you know, after finding the other 2 rounds, they just have not been able to find an answer for Sinners, right? I mean, they get themselves to a 2-3 kind of, you know, gap, very, very close to a situation where anybody could start to take it away. Then it looks like they're just going by the wayside. Zedco, though, I guess that's a thing they can look forward to if you're ENCE, because alongside your goodbye, one of them's got a MAC-10. So, could be potentially a thing to look forward to in this round.
Absolutely. We'll have to see if that ends up having an effect. No head armor there on a few of those ENCE players, and Zedco is going to be bursting in towards the speed bomb site. Snappy's here by himself. He's got Diha on the quick flank, and there we go. No head armor means the MAC-10 finds the instant headshot. Neofrag catches Diha on the rotation or the flank, and it doesn't have any impact whatsoever. Man, I mean, that's a 6-2 scoreline, and the all-important gun round just gets obliterated.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised to just see ENCE fall that easily. They kind of just flop like a fish there. And once again, we're starting to see ENCE crawl, or not ENCE, I'm sorry. We're starting to see Sinners crawl to one of these really massive leads. And I don't know if they're going to be able to overwhelm them once again. I feel like, look, you look at Vertigo, you look at Nuke, it's like, it's more coordinated necessarily, right? It takes more experience. It takes more, like, complex things to make things work. Mirage, it's not one of those maps. So I feel like even if Sinners run out of strats at some point, if they're up like 15-8 like they were on Nuke, even just a quick rush somewhere would be the best chance here than any other map to close it out. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look at these Pinnacle betting odds, man. 1.34 for Sinners, 3.18 for ENCE. I think Sinners had like 6 or 7 times at one stage on Nuke, man. So it's been a complete turnaround. As you dubbed it at the beginning of this map, it's just been a roller coaster. Sinners, they've had 7 opening picks so far here on Mirage, and they've won 5 of the rounds. So they've been able to win a couple in which they haven't had the opening pick. Enough cash for ENCE to full buy coming into this round. And they've got the orb still on Hades, and it looks like Sinners are going to keep up with more of the same. Here, Zedco with the smack 10. He catches Snappy off guard. Spinks can't do anything about it. At least he finds the trade, but Sinners have been able to get into the bomb site. And this is when it can be really tough as the CT side. Especially now that Spinks has lost his life, they don't have that control to rotate into. This is looking like a save situation once again. Sinners are just abusing this B bomb site. They're abusing this B site, and they just taking contact every time, finding the kills. And this is again ENCE saving with 3 players alive. Doto, Hades, and Diha again.
When do you think ENCE are going to start stacking 3 towards B? Because, I mean, this is just
been such a weak point. But that's the problem, because then Sinners go A. That's the whole play here for Sinners, is they're conditioning ENCE. So it's like ENCE, they're trying to stay ahead of the game. It's like, okay, they're not going to go B again. So we have to be ready for the A hit. But Sinners are like, nah, we're just going B. So it's like, that's the battle of an IGL, is trying to stay ahead of that curve.
So, well, as we said, ENCE, they're kind of getting outgamed once again. But I feel like this is the storyline for every single map we've seen so far. So I feel like I'd be a stupid man to count them out of this, even though they're down 7-2, right? One more round, and Sinners will win the half, and ENCE, they're finally gonna call it a day and call a timeout as they force back into the round.
Oh man, timeout. I was talking about the Pinnacle betting odds there a couple rounds ago. If you think you know your stuff, then head to pinnacle.com/odds and you can find the latest odds in this game. You can make a wager on not only the outcome, but a variety of markets. Pinnacle's also running a promotion where if you bet €10, you'll get €10 back if you use the code Cup21. Remember, only to bet what you can afford to play. So, 7-2. Not only that, but ENCE have only been able to win one gun round, and that's problematic. This B-bomb site, it's being decimated by Sinners. What's the response from ENCE?
I feel like they need to make something more aggressive happen in the B apartments, right? So if they're not going to stack 3B, they need to do some stuff like throw a deep app smoke and take control so they can't just quickly get in your face without being at least detected. But once again, they're going to fight middle. And you know, ENCE instantly locked out of this portion of the map in the early rounds. That's not something that's too uncommon on the CT side. But again, yeah, they're going to fight B once again. So this is a free B crunch. Thankfully, though, Hades is coming in from market, finds the opening duel this time for the side events. And we might see a lockdown B defense here because they haven't been able to get out of the B apartments. B sticks very low. And now in the 3v5, they're questioning where they can even try to attempt.
Much better. There we go. That's what they needed. Because now that they've shut it down, Sinners are going to be like, okay, what other strats do we have in the book? Can't just keep doing that. ENCE had to shut it down. And they send their AWP their Hades as well. Makes the difference. What an AWP he is, man. What a presence in this ENCE team. Had his moments. I wouldn't say he's been as brilliant as he's been for ENCE in recent weeks, but he's definitely had his moments in this series.
I feel like everybody has had their moments in this series. Right, but it's just the problem is, okay, so we said, I'm gonna bring you guys all the way back to Vertigo. When we said that, or at least I did, I don't know if you agreed, but I mean, where or what ENCE are we gonna see? Are we gonna see the ENCE that comes out swinging? Are we gonna see the ENCE that kind of, you know, holds up in the kill department, but nobody really shines through, so they can't close out, right? So far, on the beginning of every maps, that is what we've seen. The ENCE that has not really been able to close things out, but later on into the game, they're able to wake up, right? This time, I don't know. It's just so iffy, right? If they start the games off better than they are right now, like if they're able to wake up coming into these maps, then yeah. I feel like we would have seen a 2-0 long time ago. But now, Sinners, because the ENCE don't come in with the momentum, they just kind of abuse and abuse and abuse.
ENCE, they've done this before. They've been able to win a round on the CT side. Now they have to string a few together. They have to actually find a bit of consistency on the CT side at this point.
Yeah, consistency is the name of the game. So if they can't pick up this round right here, right now, then I feel like Sinners honestly might just start to take this one away because I can go further into that here in a minute, but wow, digged up in towards Palace. 4 of them were there. They were getting ready to gear up for a super fast A take, but one man peeking into Palace. Again, this just kind of supports why I'm telling you they should be taking apps control more than they are. Because look at that. 4 players for Sinners on a full buy are ready to full gun out Palace. One man there taking a tag has sent them packing and made them reconsider. That's what they need to do in the B apartments. That's what they need to do on other parts of the map that they can't hold the control of.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe try and repel Sinners. I guess Sinners were being pretty aggressive, getting there nice and early, so it would have been tough for ENCE, but it certainly worked towards Palace this time round. And now we're going to be seeing Sinners, well, reconsider their alternative options. What else can they do in the round? Looks like it's going to be a late mid-take. Neofrag's in towards lowers, so they've got that real estate to work with. Sniper smoke comes through, top con smoke as well. And this is where Sinners have to start making some moves. And it actually looks like it's going to be a B split here. B-Stick still has util as well. He's going to continue to fake out towards the, say, bomb site. I think he's just thrown a deep jungle smoke. Tough to tell from the radar. Okay, no, it's a normal jungle smoke. Flashes over as well. He's drawn the rotation of Hades. Spinx is here in ladder room right now. Contested takes damage, but does find the kill. Neofrag will find the trade. And now it's on Dotos. Excuse me, it's actually Snappy on the steam bomb site to try and lock down the defense. He'll lose his life to Shock. That's huge. Bomb plant going to come through and it's a 3v3. Oh no, make that a 2v3 as Oscar gets a kill in the round as well.
Well, ENCE, this has just turned to absolute horrid things, right? I mean, they completely dispel them from that A take. They do everything perfectly, but then once again, they just hit B and there's nothing to be there to defend from the CT side. I mean, okay, I keep saying it over and over again, but it's what's happening, right? Sinners, they have free reign on that bomb site. You said it, I've said it, we both agreed. They need to do something different, but they're just doing the exact same setups where one man goes, plays passive, they have somebody come in on that market rotation, but it just doesn't work. On these, I believe, the 8 or 7 rounds, I believe, something like that, where they've hit B, only one time have ENCE been able to defend, and that's because the first kill comes in middle, right? So, ENCE, when are they going to get that indication that they've got to change something up, to either change up the pace or put more players there?
Yeah, we'll see what the response is going to be from ENCE. Once again, they win a round and they lose the round immediately afterwards, so it just becomes an isolated incident, essentially. Enough cash at least to buy up again. No money in the bank, though, for the CT side. So, lose this round, and it's a disaster for ENCE. Going to be aggression coming through from Hades, and he does catch Neo Frag off guard. Nice opening pick there for the side of ENCE. Flashbangs completely blinded up Snappy, and he'll hear the Mac 10 shots. Oh my god. Looked like Spinks was blind there, so I think Zedko was like, maybe I can take this fight, but it looked to be one of those cases where the animation, the player model was reacting as if he was blind, but Spinks wasn't actually that blind. Anyway, one-man advantage now for Sinners in the post-spawn. Beastic wants to step straight up, but Hades is holding the angle with the AWP. Oh no, Oscar with the collateral finds 2. He could add another one here as well. Actually misses a fairly rudimentary shot there, which gives ENCE a chance to make their way forward. Shock has lost his life, which means Oscar now has to clutch 1v2. He'll have the audio cues, both of the players for ENCE making their way forward aggressively here together, but Oscar's found the first. He knows where Dio is, and he connects on the no-scope. Oscar, the legend in the B bomb site, finds all the frags single-handedly with this orb and decimates ENCE.
Oscar, are you kidding me? I mean, okay, look, the collateral shot, obviously we could chalk that up to luck. Misses the other frag towards the market door. As we said, a pretty basic shot. They come out, they find the opening duel. Great, perfect. Then they just take the fight solo. I mean, they come out of market, they go straight to the smoke they threw to clear out bench together. I like that. They path together. Then one guy just goes over towards Van Pillar and gives Oscar a free 1v1 duel. Smoke gets thrown on the bomb, and he doesn't even go to tap it or anything. He just jumps straight through it, and Oscar, he does everything perfect in the ending parts of that last round, and he ain't slowing down anytime soon. Dia and Connect are already taken out of the equation.
And this is a force buy from ENCE, man. A desperation force buy, because it's not even like if they win this round, they break Sinners' economy, man. So I don't even think this is a great force coming through from them. Oscar's already opened up in the round. This could break ENCE, man. Although, could it? Maybe. I mean, ENCE have proven to be incredibly resolute so far. Huge amounts of tenacity, mental fortitude, resilience, whatever you want to call it. They've had that ability to come back. But Ant, there's a level to that. There's only so many comebacks one team can make in a match. Like, you can't consider that takes a lot of energy to make those comebacks. So if they find themselves down 10-5, 11-4 once again, shifting into the T side, that might just be too much for the ENCE to come back from.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, right? When we've looked at the other maps, right? I mean, you could consider Mirage like a CT-sided map, right? I mean, that wouldn't be too out of the question. So if you look at Nuke, right? Sinners, they're up 15-8. It is their T side. Sinners on Vertigo, they're up, 11-4. They had the lead. They go into the side that's not necessarily favored. This time, it's a reversal of things. Sinners, they're going to be going on to what's arguably the side of favor on Mirage with at least a 5-round lead at the bare minimum. And here's the problem for ENCE. They forced up here. They're trying to save this up. If they don't save this up, Sinners are looking at a potentially 11-4, like half at the very worst, right? So them winning this round isn't just getting 10. It's maybe even locking in 11 because they're going on to an eco, or at least what should be, before they get another rifle to try and fight back. And they just haven't been able to find anything scraped together.
It's true, Ant, and this was the force buy from them as well. Hades at least will be able to save the AWP, or will he? Even Shock, coming through from apartments right now, could actually potentially find the kill. It's all about the timing. Okay, no, Hades will be good. Only just. 10-3 though. ENCE will buy up again. But as you say, Sinners have already secured themselves at least a 5-round lead in the second half. Have a look at the Trustly replay here, guys. Look at this from Oscar. He finds the collab on the first, pivots himself. Look at how he takes 1 versus 1s. Hits the first shot on Doto. And then D has like, you know what? I'm going to come through the smoke, Oscar. You're going to miss your shots and I'm going to find the kill. But no. Oscar does not miss shots. Connects on the no-scope. And Sinners are up 10-3 as a result.
And I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. Or maybe I do. I don't like this from ENCE. I'm just going to say it, come out right and say it. I don't like this from ENCE. They're forcing up. The util, it's pretty poor. They're investing everything they've got into this round, hoping so desperately that they pick it up. But next round, right? Let's say this is a clean win from Sinners. Next round, Dodo's looking at a FAMAS at the best. Dia, he's looking at the same situation. Snappy, I mean, the best you'll be able to get is FAMAS. If you want util, you're going down to an SMG. Right? You're not going to have that AWP. You're not necessarily going to have M4s.
Why hasn't Hades bought more util, man? They barely have any util to work with, and right now, oh my word, Sinners, they're just going to charge straight into the A-bomb site. Neofrag finds the opening. Yeah, it's been traded up, but Sinners have taken so much control off the back of it. They haven't let go of W from spawn. Zedco finds Hades. ENCE are falling apart. They're being picked limb from limb right now. Everybody on the Sinners team has found a pick in the round besides Shock, and it's going to be Zedco to finish it off. 11-3. Sinners are just superior right now, man.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Sinners, look, they win that round almost cleanly, and you're seeing SMGs. That is such a big issue. I lied. You're going to see the AWP, but if last one didn't work, if that wasn't enough firepower for you, how are you going to pull this across the line? The util, it's just about as poor as the last. You have worse weaponry, and now you have 11 rounds on the opposition. ENCE, they are just getting outclassed right now.
Absolutely. They are certainly being outclassed. That's a good way to describe it. Finally, a flash play in towards top mid leads to an opening pick that goes untraded.
Oh no, and Dodo doesn't know that there's a woman behind that smoke. Shock gonna instantly trade out that kill. At least it's one of those MP9s, right? Just the SMG making that adventurous play to try and get some information. The only issue is he doesn't get that much information. Sure, he tells his team, okay, somebody's ramp. They don't know how many are ramp. They don't know if there's 2 ramp. They don't know if that's a lurker. They don't know what's going on. However, Snappy, he's the real impactful player. Those SMGs.
That aggression you were talking about. Oscar, though, he was scoped in. He was watching it. Snappy, the trigger discipline. He spotted them all out. Oh, Oscar spots him, but Snappy's still able to find at least 2. And a third of the Shock as well. Massive from Snappy. Only B-Stick left remaining. Coming out of Palace, he's at least found the timing, but he would have been hurt here. Yeah, easy. Not so easy kill for Hades, but easy kill for Diha. So, desired result still achieved. 11-4. 15 kills for Oscar in the half. He's up 15-4. 14 for Neofrag. Man, oh man. Domination from Sinners in the first half. And they've dominated the first half of every map so far. Let's see if they'll finally be able to capitalize on that dominant first half, or whether once again ENCE will be able to fight back and make the comeback happen.
I don't know. You know, this entire time I was like, you know what? Sure. ENCE, yeah, I'll die on that hill. I think I'm going to finally surrender. So, Sinners, I mean, this is equal to the lead they had on Nuke, but now they're going onto their defense. It's just going to be a quick B play from ENCE, and if they don't convert this pistol, I think it's
double
just
drop.
done. Wait, what? Oh, my.
There's 2 players in lowers. They're going to catch ENCE completely off guard. They're
not even going to clear it.
They're hearing everything right now. Oscar, he's going to be heard by Snappy. I don't know if it was necessary for him to step there. Neofrag finds 1. Oscar can't find any on the cross. There's going to be 2 players coming through on the flank, which means ENCE, they want to force the issue in towards Market here. They spot the players on the flank as well. Who can find the kills is the question right now. Lots of damage being traded. Dinks coming in as well. Zedco finally gets the frag back, but surely nothing further. Actually, he does. He needs his teammates to get in the mix, but the problem is that Shock's just so damn low right now. Shock's the player with the kit as well, so he needs to get close to the site, but he's lost his life to Spinks. Zedco has to quad kill clutch. Oh my god, another phenomenal tap coming through from him. Now he's going to tap the bomb. He wants to try and draw Spinks out into the open, but Spinks holds his nerve, holds the line, and finds the frag.
Oh, not again, Hayes. And just take the pistol. Please, look, if you're Sinners, just save. There's no reason to force.
They're
100%
forcing, yeah, and
no, man, let him have it. I mean, give him a 6. Go into the next round with a full buy.
But it wouldn't be a great buy. That's the problem. It would still be like an average buy with like average util. So I think they want to just try and fight back here. They want to keep that pressure on ENCE, man.
I mean, what pressure?
All of the pressure.
I feel like it's kind of dissipated now after they go onto their defense. Right? I mean,
nah.
They put offensive pressure on
them. Feeling it, man.
Yeah, they could be.
Oh, lots of util coming in. That nade is going to do so much damage. Molly extinguished, and they think they might have actually taken him down. Now that they find Shock, now it looks like they're still aware of it. Good good cognitive awareness there from ENCE as they get into the A-bomb site. They've dealt with this force buy with these.
Yeah, they're just going to save it into the next. No real reason to keep forcing the issue. Keep your deagles, keep your scouts, see what you can do next round. Maybe Oscar finds a tag or a frag before this round actually goes to its completion, but ENCE, okay, gap now decreased to 5 once again. Looks like they're making this look a little bit closer.
Listen, if Sinners loses the series, that would be a disaster.
That would be true. So, I mean, I did say, well, I'm not going to switch back now, right? I said it was ENCE, then I jumped back to Sinners, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll give up. I can't go back with ENCE, but I will say, look, we've been down this road before. We've been down this road multiple times. But I guess when we went through it on Vertigo, or not on Vertigo, when we went down it on Nuke, Sinners were able to close things out in the end. Was that going to be the case here again? Or maybe will they be able to find some success in the regulation this time around? That's the real question.
Oh, we'll have to see once those gun rounds come through how it's going to end up playing out. Sinners have found 11 opening picks and they've won 8 of those rounds. Right now, they don't have very much going for them, but they are kind of stacked up on the A-bomb site. And ENCE, they're just going to be straight A execing. This could get nasty quickly. Oscar's got a scout as well. Oh, no, not like this. I mean, listen, they should still be able to convert this, but they could even be taking a couple unnecessary, or losing a couple unnecessary lives here, but no. Actually looks like they're going to be fine and get nice and cleanly. All 5 players still alive.
Alrighty, ENCE still battling back. They should have themselves locked in a 7th. It doesn't even look like the Sinners are going to be attempting this one. Once again, just running for the hills. I guess the Kevlar is worth it enough for Neo, Frag, and Oscar. Well, honestly, might just keep the scout into the next. Honestly, I don't see that much of a reason for him to upgrade if his team is going on to M4s. Might as well, am I right? Potentially pick up that round. Now you're looking at a bonus situation, but we're speaking very, very far in the future for the time being. What I can most certainly say is ENCE, they're ready to have some fight left in them. They are not going to give this one up without one hell of a brawl.
Oh, man. Oscar, can he take any to the grave with him? Nah. Can't. I mean, that's a nice round for ENCE to win. They keep 5 players alive. Healthy boost to their economy. Yeah, they do. Nice. Good work, man. First gun round of the second half. This is where Sinners need to make a statement, right? Otherwise, if ENCE win this gun round, it's anybody's game, man. I'll straight up say it.
I can agree with you there, right? This is the chance for Sinners to close this out. Oscar will end up upgrading to the AWP. I don't know if I missed him dying or something, but I don't think he did it. Wait, oh my. No way. No way.
This is so, but they've stacked up 3 at B, man. And it's going to be a boost up for the AWPer as well. Oscar tries to get himself on the angle. They're so far forward. Can he get out? Yes, he can. Oh my god, but he won't be able to survive. ENCE, they're not going to be slowing down here either. But there's still a crossfire on this B-bomb side right now for Sinners to try and lock down the defense. ENCE continue to commit as well. Zedko actually didn't have to do that, but he still opts to frag. Still continuing to play through here for both of these teams. Zedko's been phenomenal in the past few rounds, and he continues to frag here as well.
Huge kill from B-Stick 2, catching timing on Dodo, who is once holding that, and he's going to come straight into the welcoming arms. And as you said, whoever wins this round might just win the game, Sinners. Looks like they want to take that one into their fate. Finally, they win another regulation-sided round. 3 go into the favor of ENCE, but then Sinners, it looks like they're returning to form. There's still at least a buy or 2 left in the side of ENCE before they're done and dusted just yet, though. So, an AWP once again on the back of Hades. However, for ENCE, again, we haven't really seen anybody necessarily wake up, air quotes there. Sure, we've had some good plays. Nobody's really become the hero that we saw once, like Dia on Vertigo. I mean, somebody had woken up to finally encourage the change and start making things work for the side of ENCE. Oh, well,
no.
There you go, Spinks. He might be the one to do it. Picking up 2 Dia straight to a molly and towards the B apartments. It'll be her, but I don't know if there's much B-Stick can do about it on the lonely, dusty MP9. Did he give away his M4? He must have.
Yeah, maybe. I think ENCE just need to chill out here, man. It's a 5v3. They don't have to do anything ridiculous. Looks like they're just going to play contact in towards the B-bomb site here. B-Stick gives his position away. Oh my god, how does he find a second kill? He can drop the pop flash here. Hades is going to be completely blinded up. He has to go for the timing shot. B-Stick keeps himself cooped up in the corner. He swung wide on Hades. Oh my god, but now he has to ace clutch. Surely this is literally impossible.
Oh,
and there we go.
Lord.
Doto will finally bring his reign of terror to an end. 12-8, ENCE continue to fight.
And imagine if he picks up that AWP that was dropped at his feet. That could entirely be a different situation. I mean, the fact that he gets 3 there is just absolutely absurd. But Sinners, Man, I don't know. This is still a little sketchy. Can they even afford a buy coming into this one? I don't think they can. Maybe Beastie can get himself a little bit something more with the extra cash he's accrued due to the MP9, but yeah, no, this is just pistol territory. Sinners, they've got to forfeit a 9th round. So, hence, now that gap, it's going to go down to 3 if they, if things don't go too awry on this one.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Eco round for Sinners, couple upgraded pistols, Kevlar and a few individuals as well. But as you say, there should be ENCE drawing within 3 rounds.
It's a full 5-man A-stack, too.
I mean, can they make the comeback happen again? I didn't like that setup from Sinners. I didn't like that aggression in towards top mid in the previous round. Guess they were trying to make a statement, but didn't work out. Oh, that nade's going to do so much damage. Oh my god, dude. That's just perfect timing. It's like, have some of that. Taste your own medicine. And DR, he's like, yeah. And mine too. His just sounds like a little bit of chip damage, but...
Worrisome here, though, Hayes. I mean, it looks like they might go towards A. 3 of them are in connector. Zedco is waiting. Smoke's going to come in towards jungle. Flash goes in as well, but 1 kill comes in on that Deagle. 1-for-1's going to favor Sinners here. Neofrag, he's also creeping up behind it. And he's caught timing, and he catches a kill too. Hades and gone. He's got his teammate to save his life, though. 2v2 will go to 1v2, and the C's out of Oscar. No, it'll pick up 13. The eco that breaks the back of ENCE. And now it's them who has to take the force buy if they want to keep contesting for it. But Sinners, what I said was going to be decreasing to 3 is going to increase to 5. You always say it all the time. They go into a bomb site with no information, and that's why they get screwed over.
But this is something that ENCE have done a number of times already in this half alone on Mirage, so it's clearly their protocol in their anti-ecos is problematic and something they'll have to reassess. Massive round for them to lose. That could be breaking, back-breaking. That could be the end of the series. Oscar, though, actually a rare miss coming through from him. Neofrag only going to be good for 1 as well. Thought he might find the transfer. Does Zedco continue to force the issue here is the question. Man advantage for ENCE. Oh, Spinksy finds shock on the timing. This is perfect coming through from ENCE, man. I mean, after losing that disastrous anti-eco round, they've just put that straight behind them and shifted straight into gear.
Zedco's trying to phase the smoke on Cat, but he won't be able to find anything. Now coming in on that CT rotation, Spinks misses a big op shot, and now they're just going to have the bomb go back towards B. We're flip-flopping rounds again, and ENCE come out on top. Still, this is so neck and neck. Sinners, it was just an eco round. They're like, yay, we won it. Now we can get the rifles back. Not so much. You're back to pistols, my friends. Again, a 4-round gap. Hold your breath, but this should be decreasing to a 3rd finally.
Well, Tactical I mean, there's a couple players who have a bit of extra cash coming into this round for Sinners. Oscar's obviously going to stay for an AWP, but they got that $2,400 round loss bonus, so he might get like a Deagle and armor. Beastie can get a Deagle and armor. So there's still going to be a few upgraded pistols in this round and Kevlar individuals as well. Yeah. In fact, everyone's going to have an upgraded pistol. ENCE, they need to make this round clean. When you're making a comeback, you never want to get in that situation where if you lose a round, you have no money to buy up in the next. It's just a disaster. So they have to keep it together here.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. Their money is already so weakened that even if Sinners find like 2 kills next round, especially considering if they take down Hades, they might not be able to afford that 1-shot weapon on the back of Hades.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what the change-up is going to be up from ENCE, because it doesn't look like they're getting any info once again here, and it seems as though they're committing to the A-bomb side. Oscar clearing out the angles will lose his life to Snappy. That's such a big pick, man. And off the back of that ENCE, they're just going to be barreling towards the A-bomb side. It can still get ugly for them, man. Great flashbang, completely blinds up Snappy. That's an AK.
No.
Beastie finds a frag. Oh, man. ENCE going to be punished like this once again. They're a man down. There's a player coming through connector. Shock, he's forcing the issue. As Hades spotted him, I don't think he did.
His leg was definitely spotted, though, in the molly. Oh, my God, that's going to miss.
This is the mark, yeah. That means Shock can maintain this position right now. It's all on Doto. It feels like Shock's just trying to keep the attention so that maybe Doto can get something done. Shock on the timing, on the angle. Perfect. Finally, Doto comes through and he gets the trade, but he takes a lick of damage from the Desert Eagle. Not like this, ENCE. They cannot lose another anti-eco. It would just be the end of the world for them here in the series. And Doto with the clutch, he will do it all. Doto will do it all. When his team needs him to the most, he stands up and gets the job done. Massive 1 versus 3 clutch to ensure that the eco round does not get won by Sinners.
Oh, and they didn't swing together. They didn't swing together. I don't like whoever was in CT. Whoever's in CT had the Deagle. I think, I don't know if it was B-Stick or not, but they play that so well. The CZ tucks in towards Tetris, knowing he's coming up connector. Look at this. And I believe it is Neofrag all the way around. And then Beestick, he takes the long way around through triple, so his teammate can isolate, or, so he can isolate those gunfights before his teammate can react. Oh, no. If he just, because he was once behind triple boxes, right? Like, he wasn't fully committed to that rotation, or rather, to that move just yet. I don't know. It's just so difficult to explain, but it's so unfortunate at the same time. Speaking of unfortunate events, though, this is the one round that that Sinners have completely let go of A. And it's the one round that ENCE just full gun it out towards this bomb site, though. Shock looks to pick up the first in reimbursement, gets a second too. Dia completely blind, it's 5v3. Molly, you let him to keep going in. The frag, can it go trade it out? 1 for 1, and with Snappy falling, this one might be done and dusted. Dodo, he clutched it out last time, can he do it again?
What a sick defense coming through from Sinners on that A bomb site, man. I just thought they were going to get picked apart, destroyed, and that ENCE would be marching on to another round win, but no. Sinners have just got this ridiculous ability to win gunfights even when the odds aren't in their favor. It's an uncanny ability. Like, Shock, the fact that he finds 2 kills in that position from CT, like, they shut out of the round. ENCE have complete control of the A bomb site, but they don't even find a plant. They don't even find a plant.
They're forcing Haze. No, not like this.
It is going to be a force buy from ENCE. 14-10. 14-10, and they force up. They're only getting $1,900 if they lose this round, which means it's do or die here for ENCE. And remember, this is the deciding map of the series, guys. We started on Vertigo. It was 116-11 by ENCE. Then we went to Nuke, 122-19 by Sinners. So here we are on the decider. ENCE are forced up. They're bursting into the A bomb site. Oh, Shock, he's bypassed them in the smoke right now. None of them are going to connect either. Yes, one of them does run into him. Have they realized? No, they didn't actually realize. Oh, that's a big problem. Shock has heard them all pass. He's going to be coming back through the smoke now. He spots out the plant and a number of other individuals as well on the angle. Good for 1. How much more can he get is the question. They forced the issue. Spinks will find an important kill. The frags end up coming through for ENCE. So Sinners actually can't really capitalize on that fantastic position. And now it's a 3v3.
Beestick, though, once again coming in on this ramp flank, and oh, Snappy, he has not played timing well. Beestick makes so much noise, and now he knows exactly what's going on, but the Tech-9 double dink keeps ENCE alive almost single-handedly. They're not even going for it. They're calling it a save. They're calling it a day. Sinners won't let them, though. Neofrag, he's not saving, and ENCE, they're getting an 11th.
I actually cannot believe that ENCE are able to win that round. They had everything going against them. They lost the opening picks as well. Shock pushing through that smoke, man. Gets the whole advantage, all the information. Even that flank coming through on the A ramp, but Snappy wins out that gunfight. The player dropping through from the stairs doesn't find a kill. Literally nothing goes Sinners' way. And they've got, okay, I was going to say not that much money, but enough apparently to go for the force buy here. It's going to be a decent set of weaponry, I suppose, but ENCE, I'm just so impressed by their resilience, man, and how they continue to fight back here in the series against all odds. When it just seems like they're done, when they lose like a round where it feels like it breaks their back, they're still able to come through.
Oh, wow. They stack up underpass, though. M4 and MP9. Sure, Dia might pick up the first one, but is he ready for the second? The answer so far is absolutely not. Just desperately spamming away. Down to 8 HP he goes, but Snappy, he's got the shot onto Zedko, and now it's 3v5. No way, Sinners.
Overtime?
Not again. I don't see overtime happening in this game. I don't. I think either one of these teams, or I think either Sinners, like, they start to bring it back and quell the fire of ENCE, or ENCE just completely dominate on this comeback. I don't think there's any in between.
Listen, that's like a North American matchmaking smoke.
That's the MM special. That's what I was just about to say.
That's as bad as it gets, man. And things going from bad to worse in the round here.
Wait, hold on.
I think ENCE are like, wait, Oscar's B. The alarm goes off, everyone panics, and they immediately start rotating A. Oscar's rotating as well. The bomb's still on catwalk, and it's going to be a while here before ENCE can actually guarantee themselves a plant here. Double push comes through. Oh, Oscar hasn't been detected. He could catch Diha off guard here, you know. Diha walking his way into snipers. Oh no, Oscar, he's going to knife him!
Really smart. That's not even just for the BM play.
I know, he gets so much money.
So weak,
I know, he gets so much cash. And he's going to say, okay, wait, the question is, does he go for this or not? That's like the biggest question right now. Because if he saves this AWP, he can still win the next round with this AWP. And clutching 1v2 as an AWPer when you have no idea where the players are, it's just so damn tough. So if I'm Oscar, I'm saving here, and it's looking like he'll be doing exactly that.
Honestly, he saves this AWP, right? With that knife kill that he's just gotten, he's probably going to have around 6 grand next round. He could drop maybe 2 FAMASes. You could see Shock buy up an MP9. I mean, we've seen worse buys from Sinners.
And it's not going to happen. Let's just hold our horses here. They're going to save. Calm down. It's going to be normal. No shenanigans. No force buys. 14-12. Oscar's going to drop some pistols, and Sinners are going to eco.
Quote-unquote pistols.
Round winners, should I say.
True.
Oh, man. Welcome, everybody. Pinnacle Cup. We're here in the Swiss stage. And this is the 2-0 bracket, which means whoever wins this match will go 3-0 and progress to the playoffs next week. Loser will drop down to 2-1, but they'll still stand 2 further chances to reach the playoffs. And there's $100,000 on the line here in this tournament. So, massive, massive prize pool.
Sinners, man. You can see all on their faces. They're stressed out. They're upset. They're tilted. I mean, it's like this is the 3rd time in a row something like this is happening to them. Not again. That is what's on the tip of everybody's mind. Is this going to happen again a 3rd time? No way, no how.
And what else is also ridiculous is it's been on like alternating halves and sides. It was on the T side. They started on Vertigo where they went up 10-5, and then they got demolished on their CT side. Then on Nuke, they got demolished on their T side. I mean, that's understandable. And here on Mirage, well, they're struggling on their CT side. So it's not even like it's just one particular half that they're struggling on. It's been alternating.
This is a fast A play, and Oscar is going into Palace alongside the Deagle of B-Stick. Gonna find the kill. Can the trade come in? It is. That's horrible because now Oscar can establish a very aggressive position. And if they just hit A right now, this is a big problem to deal with. However, Oscar is yet to call in the rotations. Everybody's staying posted up where they are. Not too quick on the fleet foot just yet.
Yeah, this is interesting, right? ENCE, they're going to still commit to the same bomb site, and they'll know that Oscar's in Palace. I mean, they'll obviously be aware that he could have rotated out, but they'll be super conscious that he could still be in Palace as well. So they'll ensure that they continue to cover that throughout the bomb plant and the post plant as well. I mean, this is just near impossible for Sinners, essentially. Oscar
you say that now.
Oscar hasn't been able to do enough in this round, unfortunately.
There are 2 smokes to go along this CT side to try and retake this one. And, well, Dodo might be a tad disconnected from the remainder of the... Uh-oh. In comes a smoke on the bomb. Oscar, he might be able to have his impact known. Flash, bang! Gets another kill. Maybe somebody just gets on the bomb and hopes to stick it now. Looks like they're going to have a double wall of smokes. Neofrag has found one. Oscar, if he holds this ramp angle, this could be a done and dusted round. They're not on the bomb, though, so it won't matter. He gets the kill. Somebody's got to start sticking it. Snappy's going to die. It doesn't matter. There's no time. No kit. Run away, Sinners. They just barely can't secure it, but still, 5 kills. Oscar. Money is horrible for ENCE.
Oh man, I was saying he wasn't able to do enough. In the end, he still gets himself a quad kill. But it's too late. It's too late. They don't have the kit, so they can't complete the defuse. And it's going to be 14-13. ENCE have drawn within 1 round. Phenomenal fight back coming through from them here on the T side, man. Doing to Sinners what was done to them in the first half. And ENCE call a timeout here as well.
Oh my, man. I mean... And they're still being kept in this situation where it's a 1-round buffer, right? They lose everybody in that round. Every single person. The issue is, that is a deco for everybody but Oscar. It's only deco. Why? Like, how come the pistols have more success? That's true.
Oscar got 4 frags with the AWP. What I will say is, look at the money here for both of the teams, and I think whoever wins this round might win the map.
The only thing that necessarily upsets me about that, right, is here's what happens, right? So Neofrag, I don't know if it was Neofrag, but whoever else saved, right, came in from CT spawn. So they know he wasn't CT spawn. Oscar just came from Palace. They know he's not Palace. He goes deep into ramp and clears all of it out. They know he's not, ramp. Nobody gets on the bomb, and they don't have kits. So I feel like knowing that he can only be coming from jungle or catwalk, or middle, I feel like you kind of just got to have somebody get on that bomb and have Oscar hold. Nobody does that, though, and that's honestly, I think, why Sinners lose that round.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It was super chaotic, man. So much to try and accomplish in that situation. Hence, they have it also accomplished right now. Aggressive mid-control being taken here by the T side at the moment, but Neofrag will spot one out by 4 smoke blooms, and he's taken Doto down as well. The response from ENCE is to try and force the issue in towards the C bomb site. Dia will be able to get himself out, but as he drops to his death as well. Zedko and B-Stick They've got the crossfire under control here, and ENCE, they have no option but to continue to commit them towards B here. Big frag coming through from Spinks, but that's all he'll be good for in the round. It's Hades to clutch. 1v4 turn, 1v3. He's got the bomb in his back, he's got time on his side, no util, and it all to do. If he loses this round, there's no cash, and ENCE barely have any round loss bonus. A bomb plant's also a bit of a far-fetched reality at this point. Hades could try and force the issue here and try and get in towards market, but he's just going to get peaked on the timing. Shock takes him down. 15-13. Map and match point for Sinners. One more round and here in regulation, and they get themselves a spot in the playoffs next week.
Look, man, we have seen some pretty damn crazy eco rounds. This one would take the cake. I mean, down 13-15. This is a do-or-die pistol buy. Like, man, if you are ENCE, you are looking at a lot of things that are not favoring you. You don't even have full deagles. You have 1 P250, 4 deagles, 2 smokes, 2 flashes, 1 molly. This is a fast A take. I don't know how good this is going to work out. Going straight through a Molotov is the first man of Dodo. He's going to be the first victim, though.
Oh,
Flash comes in. In comes a molly towards Palace. Oh, it's getting so scary for even me. And the CTs drop a smoke that actually kind of screws themselves over. But they're going to walk away with a man advantage unless you till on the ENCE or on the ENCE offense.
Oh, man. ENCE, do or die, as you said, with the pistols here. Force up. They've got 1 smoke, 2 flashes, and a molly left, and it looks like they're going to try and take contact in towards mid. Diha's going to throw the flash over so they can take the fight. And they're just working as a unit right now, trying their best to isolate fights.
This is perfect from Sinners, by the way.
Yeah, they're getting so much information off the back of this push coming through ramp right now. Noticing there's no further presence from ENCE on the side of the map. And they're also, I really like how they're not contesting mid, because they know they've got the advantages with the weaponry, so they don't have to actually go for the map control itself.
Oh my. Nade going deep to that shit? No, actually not going to do any damage. Hades, no way he contacts up through this smoke. This is a big gap in the defense for Sinners, but it looks like they still want to maybe contest B. 40 seconds to go. 4v5. They have a molly and a flash to take one of these bomb sites. That molly is now dispelled upon. They just got to commit towards B. I mean, they don't really have any other options, and with Hades falling on A, this one just might fall to an unwinnable situation. Molly into the apartments, Snappy coming up, Catwalk finds one on the deagle, but with 23 seconds to go, Zedko, he's just going to tuck in and play the time.
Got support coming through from Catwalk as well. Zedko with the fantastic shot down to Spinks. Shock's finally able to activate with the backstab as well. As soon as know exactly what's going on right now. How did ENCE even find a bomb plant? They're not even going to be able to find a kill. 16-13, Sinners win on Mirage. They win the series 2-1 after a very closely contested game, after a super hard-fought matchup. Oh, Neofrag. He gives them a taste of his medicine, man. Not only in the server, but outside of it as well. And you can understand the frustration for Sinners, right? Because it's just been one of those games, man. It's just been one of those games where they've had multiple advantageous situations. They let it slip a number of times. Look at the series comparison here. 345 kills for Sinners, 323 for ENCE in the entire series. 27 bomb plants for ENCE, 33 for Sinners. Bombs detonated a lot higher for ENCE than what they were for Sinners, which means ENCE were a lot better at their retakes than Sinners were. But ENCE, a 2-1 victory for Sinners, books them a spot in the playoffs next week of the Pinnacle Cup. And they did it in a 3-0 fashion here in the Swiss stage as well. Phenomenal work from them.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just shenanigans sticking through. We came into that game saying it was a roller coaster. We came out of that game saying it was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
This entire series was so back and forth. We'd see Sinners go up 10-2, 11-1, some crazy shit like that, and they just still come back every single time. I mean, ENCE, it is insane how close they made some of those maps look. And you've got to question, if you're ENCE, what went so wrong that you couldn't come alive at the beginning of either one of those maps? I mean, you look at a map like Nuke, right? 1 or 2 more rounds. There were so many 1v1s. You look at 1, 2, 3 more of those rounds that didn't go your way because of small 1v1s, small 2v2s, little mistakes, or some people not being awake early in the series, and you might have this 2-0. You may have stomped this one. Sinners, though, I mean, they come out on top after a very, very long and hard-fought series. All due respect to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Great work from Sinners, man. Let's have a look at the updated bracket here before we call it for the night, and we can see the way that things stand. Sinners and Endpoint are 2 teams, the first teams to secure themselves spots in the playoffs next week of the Pinnacle Cup. Man, congratulations to them. That's just so cool. And we got to cast both of those games as well. Oh man, I just saw it back on the stream from Neofrag. I kind of love that we caught that on camera. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for the day. Here from the Pinnacle Cup, we had some phenomenal action throughout. I mean, just really good games. We started off with a 60-round map being played by Young Ninjas and MIBR. Young Ninjas went on to win that series 2-1. We then had some other fantastic games. Endpoint beating Skade 2-0. We saw Mao's NXT beat Lingby Vikings 2-0. And then, of course, the final game of the day, the match that we just had here, the Marathon Series won by Sinners 2-1. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here throughout the day. I really hope that you've enjoyed the Counter-Strike we've had on display. And if I'm not mistaken, and we will only be back again on Saturday. And yeah, I believe that is the case. So, guys, 10 a.m. CEST on Saturday. Be sure to join us for some more action. We'll see you again then. Good night.